I would like 3 chicken wing with the fried rice. I would like 3 chicken wing with the fried rice. I would like 3 chicken wing with the fried rice. I would like 3 chicken wing with the fried rice.
Edit that out, babe.
This nigga trying to get me. Just another podcast, season 2, episode 4. Actually, episode 39. No, we on episode 5.
Yeah, episode 5.
Episode 5. What, bro?
I'm late.
Episode 5. We got to get our calibration right.
EP039.
Oh, yeah. Somebody go tell them when we start.
Episode 39.
Because shout out to my nigga B Hood. He not here today, but normally he would regulate that.
Job.
What?
Yeah. So, how y'all been doing? Wait.
Money, man.
We got Coy here. He ain't been here in a minute. Case is here. Hey. All the people that thought I kicked off the pod. Why would I do that?
Hey,
they
fuck
wildin'.
y'all.
Fuck what y'all talking about. She jet set. Yeah, you know what I mean? She jet set. Man, so much. Damn, bro, you kicked her off already? I was like,
kicked out.
This is
how I run it.
Yeah, I was like, this is just
I've been out of the country for you guys that want to know.
How to shit than this, but nah, I never.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
what?
Whoa, don't diss my pod though. God damn.
We've been out of the country. Sorry, guys.
But yeah, Koi's in
Out
the
of the
back
country, y'all
on the
quarantine?
engineering. We got my man Ave on the cams. Lydia's in the back too. My man Chris Featherson. Lamont from Flavor. Shout out to all the drip he gave us today. A lot of flavor in here. And I'm your host. I'm not no substance team. I got a lot of substance.
There you go. Stand up for yourself.
I ain't got to stand up for myself. Fuck them hoes.
Exactly.
Oh.
Extra substance, Gene.
Shout out to everybody that's watching us on YouTube.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody that's fucking with us on Spotify and Apple.
That's right.
All the new IG followers. We almost at 300 subs. I'm giving away the first $100. Make sure you doing that. Like, share, hit the bell. Shout out to G-Man and them. Monopoly series. Make sure you checking that shit out.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? What's going on new with y'all? Y'all want me to go first?
Do your thing.
I'm excited. I got some shit.
Yeah.
Ooh, but hold up. You might not be to go first with that shit.
No, I gotta go first. Man.
Shit gonna sound whack.
No, it's not, man. I'm about to be a dad out this bitch. Ain't nothing whack
Whoa.
about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a salute.
Just put the earnest money on the crib, about to cop the new crib from the ground up.
Hey, yo.
Ain't nothing whack about that.
Ain't no walk about that.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to all the fellas being called daddy without no kids.
Hey, shout out to them niggas.
Yeah.
That was the first time I was a dad.
Right?
Wait a minute.
I ain't want to say it like that, but
Yeah, whatever, man. I'm excited and nervous at the same
I was
time.
about to be like, yeah, don't leave out that nervous
I
word,
got a
bro.
little girl coming, so I'm real nervous.
That was karma.
Karma,
was
God damn.
Flat, boy.
Oh, that wolfy karma coming.
Chris, he's like, hey, wolves get daughters, bro.
Yeah, because you got all the game.
I'm the big bad wolf.
Yeah, but karma come in other ways. It might not come through your children. It might come from some old other shit. So, hey.
I agree.
It don't have to be like, karma gets a bad, like, rap. It don't got to be like some, like, crazy, sharp karma, but it is kind of karma. And that's what we built for. We build up all that game to give to these girls. And hopefully they use it.
Hopefully, I try to give some game to Lydia, and she is not.
I am a wolf, as you were.
You are not a wolf.
You're not like me at all.
You one of them rabid foxes out in daytime.
Rabies.
Like,
Foaming at the mouth.
you that raccoon that people look at. Why are they out right now?
Stay these bitches.
It's 12 o'clock in the
24,
morning.
living her best life.
Oh, God.
Do you, boo? Okay.
Nah, I just don't
Y'all got
like
any
it.
tips for me going into this? Oh, well, y'all got daughters, so you got daughters too?
Yeah, so
Y'all gotta give me some tips, bro. Cause first thing
Pause.
Chris sent me was pause.
that
First thing Chris sent me was like, "Hey, bro,
get a new gun. You got
Yes.
how many guns you got?
You already knew.
load up. It's time to load up."
But you know, no, real rap though. Your gun is like your new mentality. You are gonna have to get a new mentality when you have a daughter.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You start thinking about what you might have done to somebody else's daughter.
They teach you a lot
Somebody
too.
might be doing
They teach
your
you a lot, too,
daughter.
though.
That's a fact.
Just from what he said, they teach you a lot.
And realize the female she's already advanced.
Yeah.
So I mean that you can't underestimate that they are advanced, bro. Like the female, they're advanced, yo.
Some of them.
Oh, I forgot to mention we the best pod in 757.
That's a
Duh.
fact, though. Okay.
Not
Hey,
even
if
close.
anybody got a problem with that,
Ain't nobody got no problem.
add us.
They see what we doing.
about us.
Right.
They
Pull
see.
up.
They see what we doing out here. They ain't no
Pull up.
problems. Ain't no problems.
We look like some Power Rangers.
We going into battle.
Donatello ass.
Which one am I?
He said Donatello.
The
corny
skin
one.
nigga.
Which one am I?
You the vanilla
The cream, the cream,
Vanilla Ranger.
the cream of wheat, cream of wheat ranger, man. The oatmeal with some cinnamon ranger, man.
Nah.
All right, man.
Oatmeal flat with the
So we've been quarantining and chilling.
Have we?
I mean, No, it's been 80 degrees. Niggas been
Yeah, I ain't
outside.
been
Hey,
really.
on Thursday, I was at Mount Trashmore.
Hello. It was
Everybody named Mama was out there.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't at work. They at Mount Trashmore.
Yeah,
It
everybody's out
sucks
there.
though, cause all me and Caitlin did something. I was like, oh, it'd be a good. Oh no, we was looking at houses, and I was like, damn, it'd be a good day to go to Top Golf. But Top Golf is closed.
Damn.
That's right.
I was like, oh,
And congrats on that too, bro.
Oh yeah, thanks, man.
For some reason, I'm still
The quartz
working.
countertops, nigga.
Hey,
Quartz.
When you start talking about your finishes,
hey,
I'm about to really show y'all how the level up is different.
Okay.
When we talking
Let's go.
backsplashes and tiles and shit, come
fixtures.
fuck with me. But anyway.
You on your HGTV?
Hey, speaking of,
Oh yeah, bro. I might hire an interior decorator.
Okay.
yeah.
Real talk.
Which is me.
I'm an interior decorator.
Negative. But for real though, how y'all been getting by? Have y'all had to go out to get toilet paper yet?
Yes.
no.
And it sucked. But I
Lydia
found
owes
some.
me 2 rolls of toilet paper.
Goodbye.
First of all,
I'm
I
done.
found some.
How you go through 2 though? Why you
no,
just want
I
2?
gave her 1. I need 2 back.
He gave me one.
Oh, you,
Oh, y'all on some
you got a
canteen
toilet?
shit.
You got a toilet interest?
Hey, look, bro. Hey, have you haven't gone? Look, so
There's
the other day I
nowhere
went.
to
I
be
have toilet
found.
paper, but you still need to just be buying it just in case.
I'm
'cause
a-
everywhere you go, it's gone.
So hold up.
Everywhere.
So
I'm gonna say something.
I'm
Go
just
ahead,
keep
go ahead.
wondering why are we buying so much stuff?
I don't
tell
know
me why.
either.
Why
Because
we,
people start panicking, and then when there's no shit, when a regular person's not panicking,
Yes,
then you be like,
exactly.
oh shit, now I
I
gotta
need
get
toilet
more.
paper.
Okay, but I'm
because
saying,
everybody's
though,
taking it.
So just tell me, why would you need? Because you've been in the house
to
more?
wipe
Is
your
that it?
ass.
No,
I'm saying I know
that
why,
was
but
just
why-
about this.
Why do you think you
getting
need
low.
so much more?
I'm getting low.
No, but
Right,
that's the
exactly.
thing. I don't mean to sound trifling, but not having toilet tissue is not the end all be all.
That's true.
Go buy you some. Go
Baby
buy you a
wipes.
50
Some
pack
baby
of rags.
wipes.
No, go buy you a 50 pack of rags.
Okay.
If it really hits the fan like that, wipe your ass with a damn wet rag, or get in the shower and
Yeah,
throw
people
them
don't know how to
rags.
live
Or
off the
throw
land.
them.
If it
throw them-
gets
like,
to
it's
that,
not
then we
like
definitely
people acting
don't
like,
know.
oh, if I don't got toilet tissue, I ain't got shit to wipe my ass with.
Yeah.
Really?
Nah, baby wipes, paper towels, fucking the
Yeah, I'm
tissues
loaded
you
up
blow
on
your
paper
nose
towels.
with.
But
All type of shit.
washcloths are sitting on the shelf right now. I guarantee you. Just go get you some washcloths.
Yeah.
And you wipe your ass. You throw it in the washer. Wash them.
I don't want
You
shit
throw it
in my
away.
wash.
There was a line like to
But
get some
I'm
sneakers for
saying
toilet
it-
paper
you-
at Walmart the other day. The dude was like, "Hey, they bringing the toilet paper here at 8:30." So niggas was standing around waiting. I was one of them. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Yo, I seen that video of that pallet and people was tearing into them toilet tissues, grabbing shit, bum rushing like damn Black Friday. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's
is
crazy
going
because
on?
every other day they're telling us, "Oh, they're gonna quarantine." You sent one of the messages, Chris.
Yeah.
I
No,
hear
because I
them
feel like you should get ready for it.
So when they say that, what
So
you
that's
mean?
what people are doing.
What do
Okay.
you think that they're gonna do when they say quarantine?
Well,
This
some
is
parts
the-
of the country are shut down. We just
That's
came
a
from
fact.
Cali.
Yeah,
Cali
they've
is kinda
already-
shut down.
San
San Francisco,
Francisco is
shut the
shut
fuck
They're
down.
already
Shut
dispersing
down.
commanders around the United States to control certain areas. Like this is not a reach. When I posted that, I got a few people to hit me and like, yo, why you saying stuff like that? We're not gonna get no damn
That's
martial
why
law.
people are panicking. That's why people are in the stores
not-
buying
it's not-
everything because you
Man,
might
they
have to
gotta
sit in the
stop
crib
it, man.
for a month.
I'll be honest, my lifestyle hasn't changed.
I'm
at
just
all.
upset
Like,
there
And
ain't
I
no
would-
fucking chicken.
I'm doing my same stuff.
Yeah, because
I ain't gonna lie. I went to Wegmans, want no seafood.
Exactly.
Wasn't nothing, bro.
Harris
No
Teeter
bread,
has food.
nothing.
I just want to know when has America ever showed us something on TV, right? And it's like, or told us anything that was like the truth.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Oh, that's
So if
Right.
they're telling us
Oh,
this,
exactly.
why are we acting like what they say is gold?
Hello.
But
I'm
one
just mad
one
at
thing I
them.
Why,
will say,
why are we
one
trusting
thing-
them now?
One
That's what I'm saying.
one
Like,
thing I
why we
will say is, in that regard, I feel like you're right in that regard to how they're hyping up the disease. But what they're actually doing is real. Like people's kids are home from school. Like
Yes.
people are losing their jobs. Like
Yes.
those things are real.
So to me, you
give a
should be
fuck
worrying
about-
about how you're gonna make
Yeah.
money, not toilet tissue and whatever.
And that's what I'm
Where you
talking
gonna
about.
Get your money
That's
at?
what I talk about when I say, yo, they might. I wouldn't be surprised if they implement martial law, not to make you panic, but just so you know if what's coming. That's all.
They
When you
implement
kind of know
martial
what's
laws
coming,
to
you
end the
don't
world,
panic
and
because
we
you
gotta
see
load
it.
up.
It's funny that you said
People are
martial law.
panicking because they didn't believe this day was gonna come and they didn't prepare. They wanted to lean on this shit so much and depend on so much shit and thinking that everything's gonna always be all good.
That's the thing, dependent. We keep depending
Exactly.
on them to live our
Exactly.
life. Like we go,
Exactly.
whatever they say, we move. They say do this, we move. They say do this
fact,
challenge, we do it. They just dictate. It's like somebody sitting up top, just like
Mm-hmm.
And it's a
Pulling
whole nother
strings.
plot behind the veil.
That's
going
my
on.
point.
Y'all want to talk about that?
because if
Or-
they tell us
Go
this,
ahead.
then it's something
Y'all
else that
wanna
they're
talk
doing.
about it? So y'all want to talk about all these CEOs stepping down? Y'all want to talk about that?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's like
Bill
Don't get
Gates.
me
so-
started.
Come
Okay,
on,
more
let's
than
get
that.
into the
Like,
conspiracy
Wells
bag.
Fargo-
It's
It's
always
not
a
conspiracy.
conspiracy.
They're really stepping.
it.
They're
Not
really
it.
stepping
Let's
down. No, it's
Yo,
not.
Chris,
That's
give
what I'm
it to
saying.
us.
They
It's
haven't
not
stepping down.
I
conspiracy.
mean, I can't get.
There's
I gotta be
been
careful how
about.
far I go because everybody is not into metaphysics.
give
so I
it
gotta
to
like,
us.
be careful how I go.
Give it to us. I know Chris,
I
you
mean,
in a
basically,
conspiracy
this
bag all
whole
day.
system is crumbling on itself. So that's all we're seeing right now.
It just looks like they know something that we don't. There's been probably like over
definitely.
20 CEOs that have stepped down since the beginning of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So it just looks like
What
it
would be the
reminds me.
purpose of that?
They're dumping stocks
Because
all
they
kinds of
already
stuff.
knew
Mad
that the
people
companies that
already
they
know,
have was
right.
going to lose money.
Right.
So they're like, we backing out real quick
Right.
before we lose money because we already know what's coming.
Well,
But it's
They
such
don't
When you're a
scramble.
CEO, you get paid in shares of the company.
It's such a
Right.
drastic move because if they knew it was just gonna come and go, I wouldn't
They
step
would've
down.
stayed.
Yeah, I
Facts.
wouldn't step down. That's why it's looking scary because they're actually leaving. It's like, why are y'all
Or
dump?
be made to leave.
What do y'all think about
Yeah.
the average American who has his 401k and right now the market is trash or the 401k is like, what do you do? Because you take your money out. There's tax implications to that. Unless the government's going to bail the regular man
That's a
out
good
and say,
point.
And they're
there's
not.
no
I don't
tax
even know why we
implications.
Oh,
to
they
call
gonna
that
bail you out
your
with
money.
$1,500,
Like,
yeah.
why are
No,
we calling
no,
it your money?
that's a
if
good
it's
point.
just
It's your
gone?
Outta here.
But not really. If the stocks are down and if you take it out, they
You
take
could-
some from you.
All right.
Why are we calling it your money
You
in the
could
first
you
place?
because you could go you could tell you could hit them up and be like, hey, I want my money now.
Yeah.
They're gonna tax you. And they're gonna send you a check.
That's a great point, Kadeem.
So what is an average American like? Somebody like me, I can take the L right now because it's it's
Yeah,
gonna-
you can make it through
Yeah.
the
You know what I'm
drought.
saying? But
I'm
most
actually making more money right now.
I was about to say that.
Well, that's
I'm about to say
making a
I'm
lot of
actually
money right
saving
now.
money
And
by
hey,
this shit
Shout
going
out to
on.
my
To be
class
honest.
tonight at 7 p.m. Y'all want to learn how to
I'm
get
talking
some
about as
money?
far as
Sorry.
stocks and stuff. Ain't, I
And-
mean,
and I-
some days you make money, some days you don't. I ain't made no money. I've lost 30.
And I know people that have lost their
Damn.
jobs
When you say
since this shit
lost,
is.
the potential to make it, or you had 30 and then you lost it.
I had 30 and it's gone.
It's good you can still smile. I like how you still smile.
It's
losing
like
weight.
it was in there and it's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, the way the
Yeah.
market works, it should bounce back. But if it don't, I can still sit here and be like, hey,
Hey, it took that L.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm waiting for it to come back. But most people that are trying, and shout out to all the people that have been hitting me up trying to get into stocks, ask me how I do, whatever. I know a lot of people that it's been the time. It's been time to buy,
Yeah.
so they're buying.
It's like Black Friday for stocks.
But I tell people that be like, "Hey man, you got in too early." I was like, "Bro, first of all, I've been doing this for mad long. This is not new to me." So when you're that person,
There's no such thing as getting in too early.
I work for this.
you
I
only
wouldn't say
really
so.
lose in the stock market when you take your money out. That's when you actually make the L real. But for somebody who has a 401k and that money's gone, bro. My 401k from my last job probably last time I got a message, it was like down 29%. That's a lot of bread.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, that's what happens when you give your money to another company to invest and to do. That's the risk you take. So
Yeah.
I prefer to keep my own shit and I'll. You know what I'm saying? If I got up to a certain amount, I can get me some more. So this
Shout out to the CD I got at Bank of America that ain't taking no L right now.
Dope.
Hey, that was like the real. I was like, damn, man. I used to hate that CD because CDs and savings accounts don't really make you no money.
I tell you
Yeah,
what,
it's
I do
real.
like that. It might sound crazy that the state is in, the state that it's in right now, because it's making you be resourceful.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
for
you're
sure.
so dependent on. I'm gonna wait till we get to that 9 to 5 joint, but it's making you
Yeah.
dependent. You feel so helpless because you don't have the 9 to 5 crutch, but you shouldn't have been using that as a crutch in the first place. You should have been.
That's most
We got to be
people's-
more resourceful and have multiple incomes.
I feel bad for the business that this is going to devastate.
I was about to say
People
that.
work
killing
years
people's
and years and
business,
years
yes.
now. My business ain't. I'm
Good
definitely
shit.
doing great, but
Your
know.
business is you though,
right. But
Right.
still, for somebody who's going to work and your business
and
is
it's
closed
up
down
here.
right
I feel
now.
like
No,
that's
he's
where.
saying, but what about the person like
Yeah.
that?
Like
say,
my-
Iron Asylum.
my child
he had to close
orthodontist.
his gym. Yeah,
He not
exactly.
open right
Yeah.
now.
Exactly.
He
It's a
been
lot.
open for
Yeah,
30
they
years.
saying
That's
if this
devastating.
shit keep going, the only business is gonna be open is Walmart, Costco, and Amazon.
Well, let me just-
Get that Amazon stock, goddamn.
Foot
That
Locker
shit drop-
actually paid their associates for 2. Right now, it'll be going on 2 weeks.
Okay, that's good shit.
That's nice.
So
Yeah.
Oh, they
you know
paying
what
them
I
in
mean?
advance.
But
Well,
they
you know,
ahead?
whatever your. I
Hours
probably
would've
shouldn't say, but whatever you was normally would have been getting
Your
over a certain
average,
amount of
right.
time,
Mhm.
you would get it. But I was saying that to say it's not too many companies
No.
doing
Yeah,
Not
like
at
you,
all.
you might
Apple-
can't do that.
when I worked at Apple, they do that kind of shit. So Apple's closed right
Yeah,
now, but I
but they-
know for a fact
They
they're
people
paying the
eating
people
facts.
that. Yeah.
But what
yeah.
about Homegirl we just had in the mall or
That's
you know,
a
like
good
a
one.
nail
That's
shop?
a good one.
They can't withstand that right
No,
now.
they can't
But
take
what
that.
y'all
Hey,
can
keep
do
your
is
head
go
up.
apply for these disaster loans at SB. I'm gonna just drop that off here.
Yeah,
Those
that's
are
a big-
two theories people
was a
hit me up
gem.
with. They was like
that's
they
a big
trying to
gem.
strangle out small businesses. And one crazy one that I heard, Trump isn't trying to pay out Social Security, and you know the virus is taking
Oh,
out
killing
older
out the
people.
old
people.
I was like, oh shit.
Wait,
Okay.
did you see Trump? All these
That's
videos
okay.
with him since this.
Oh
him-
yeah, I seen it.
Oh,
I
my
know what you're talking about. You talking about when he was like kind of like chilling on it, like, oh, we only got one person.
Yeah,
we got him.
We stopped
We're
it.
fine.
We handled it, and then
Let
as
me
it
tell you
keep
something.
graduating,
you better
he's
not
saying
believe
different
nothing
stuff.
they
Like,
tell your ass.
Yo.
That's the, you know, like I know.
I ain't gonna front, and I know he probably would have got flack for this anyway. He would have got flack either way. But yo, in hindsight, man, y'all not coming back home.
what the truth? You mean?
If you in China over
Oh, yeah,
there,
no, if you over there, they
you're not coming back home.
But hey, China ain't had no new cases in like 48 hours.
And they said
Y'all
there's
don't
been
know what's going on because the media is telling you whatever the fuck they
That's what I'm
designed to
saying.
tell you.
That's
So
true.
nobody really knows what's going on.
But they're saying
Yeah,
that like they're saying that 80,000 people have recovered so far.
Yeah.
And that's not
I
being displayed
why
on
does
the
this
news.
virus have a patent?
Also,
on it?
we
Y'all talk
haven't
about that?
heard.
Why does it have a patent on it?
Bars.
Ain't it owned by Bill Gates?
I don't know who's owned by, but
I'm not concerned. I don't think
You said the
anybody-
vaccine or the disease?
the virus.
Yeah,
Why
the
does it have a
virus. I
patent
think
on
they
it?
said it's owned by Bill Gates. I was trying to look for that article to send y'all. I couldn't find it.
This shit
It is crazy
diabolical.
how everything unravels because Netflix dropped that pandemic series like right as this shit happened, and
They're
they
all
put
in bed
Outbreak on there.
together.
If you ever seen
Contagion,
Outbreak, they
what's
put
that?
Outbreak
The
on there.
They're
Contagion
all in
movie?
bed together.
I seen
That
somebody.
shit crazy. So
I
you quarantined it. Look, oh my God, Lydia back there coughing.
If you
I
keep
got
people
it.
dazed and
No, no.
confused, you
Chill
keep
out,
people
man.
home, you fucking shit up. We're not really worried about what y'all are doing in the upper management. If I'm just trying to worry about how I'm gonna survive,
And
that's
what
the play.
What do y'all think about these checks coming out?
Let me
What
know
check?
when you get one.
Yeah, let me know
A
when you get one too.
$1,500 check,
And
and
is
I
it-
got two
and
kids.
They
is
saying
it-
it's supposed to be $1,000 to $6,000.
So
They said.
So
think
wait,
that's-
so is it a check for each working
adult.
person in the household?
Yeah.
I heard it was supposed to be just for homeowners.
See, that's what I'm
God.
saying.
I
There's so
can't
many
with
different
this.
fucking things.
See,
to be
we
I
need
heard
to-
it's supposed to
I
be
don't give a
$1,200
damn.
for.
Look, when it
the
show up
average
in the
person is
mail,
making-
then I believe.
I think if
the
you make
middle
over
class?
95, it's a wrap for you.
So where do you go to look to?
man,
I mean, you don't need it
to
to make
not
over
hear
95.
something to actually
You
get
might,
the facts.
nigga, your money might be
You
gone.
just sit and
'cause
wait.
It's in stock.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
this
yeah,
shit is fake news.
$1,000 not helping you right now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't think $1,000 to even $6,000 is really helping people, depending on how long this lasts.
If
I
you
think-
telling the gas companies or these credit card companies
Right.
to stop
That's
calling these
right.
people for whatever time,
Is everybody going home?
everybody need to be in
Right.
quarantine.
The
Then
crazy
you need to
thing
stop
is,
calling me. You know
no,
what I
because
mean?
they'll say they're not cutting off your service, but they don't say we're not charging you. They just
Right.
say
So
Ain't
you
cops
that
will be
amount
like,
to
hey,
They
we're
running
not
that
cutting
shit
off
up.
your TV, but you still gonna have a bill print.
They running that shit up.
In my
Somebody
mind-
gonna have to pay for
And
this.
I'll tell you
That's
right
what
now,
I, that's
it's gonna be the regular
literally
working
that's
person.
literally what
That's
I've been
what's gonna
saying
be.
about these
Yes.
checks. I was like, ain't no such thing as free in this society.
Not at
There's
all.
no such
Somebody
thing.
gonna pay for this.
So it's either we gonna have to pay this debt off, or it's just gonna contribute to the whole country's debt. That's why I don't really like
right.
the Fed rolling out
I'm
$1
gonna
trillion.
play devil's
All
advocate.
that's
How do y'all
gonna-
feel about these big companies though coming in? Apple donating mass, Amazon saying they're gonna hire all these people.
The Fed,
Tesla saying they're gonna make what did it say, ventilators or whatever the fuck.
the Federal Reserve circling in.
Federal
$1 trillion.
Reserve dropped the rate down to
Dropped-
zero.
No, they dropped it, and they dropped $1 trillion into the economy.
Dropped it.
I'm
And that's
looking
the
at it,
beginning. That's a phase. They're supposed to be dropping like more than $1 trillion into it.
and in my mind, people look at it. Oh my God, it's just like, no, bro, your debt collector's just pushing you further into the hole. That's all it is. They ain't gonna make it look like they're helping you, but most of the
The
time,
only thing that
they
government
manufacturing
helps
these
out is
issues.
big business. The
That's
only
true.
people they really bail out is big business.
That's true.
When banks was about to go down, they's like, "Oh no, y'all
The
can't go down."
bailout.
Yeah,
That's right.
they've never bailed out the people. They only gonna bail out big business.
I was trying to tell my little brother and his friends about the Hegelian dialectic, and I know y'all seen me post about that shit. Is when you manufacture the issue and you come with the solution to
course.
make yourself
It's
look a certain
business
way.
in the solution.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, but that's
The
what I'm
money's in
saying.
the
You got to watch
solution,
out for
bro.
that play because it's like the same person trying to say, "Oh, we're gonna come save the day." They're the main reason why we're in this predicament.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So just watch out for that.
Y'all want to delve deeper, or we want to move on?
Hey, I love my daughter to death, but baby girl, man, yo. And you know what? I love my mom. Shout out to my mom, bro. She work in the school system. She been like continuing my daughter's school system like it ain't stopped at all because we took her out of school.
No, that's good.
But yeah, yeah,
Everybody's out of school, fam.
yeah. My
You
daughter's.
took her out before this, or
We didn't disenroll her, but her private school gave us a choice to either disenroll or keep her enrolled and pay half. So we keeping her enrolled, but she's not physically there.
Okay.
And my mom works with pre-K and
What does
kindergarten
this
kids.
look like? So what does that look like? What are they doing?
They said they sent out an email. They said they bleached everything, including the books, everything, top to bottom. I was telling y'all about this earlier. They minimize all the classes to 10, including the teachers. And even when you dropping your kid off, you can't physically take them to the classroom. You have to like go to the front, buzz in, and the teacher comes and retrieves your child and takes them to the class. So that's what they're doing right now. That's what they're on.
So do y'all think someone encounters the virus or whatever? What does it look like? Because I've seen certain people that
It's
they
a
would
lot of
say,
different things.
That's a
Wait,
great question.
I've seen certain people say
It's
they don't have
they're
any
saying,
symptoms,
they're
right?
saying,
They need to say you can stay at home and you can self quarantine.
Yeah.
So why is it
Yeah.
a big deal?
And that's why, and that's one
Exactly.
thing we haven't seen vitamin C displayed in the news at all. They're saying vitamin C is
I
the way
haven't heard
to.
a herb mention anything.
Right,
like
nothing.
Nah.
you
Or
can really
just
calm
buy
people.
some toilet
You can
paper.
really calm everybody down with a few words, but instead you're using hysteria and everybody's going crazy, and you can really calm people down.
Look at this shit.
Okay,
right
boy.
That's love.
Black
Okay,
love.
boy.
Black love.
That's love.
Y'all
That's why he's the best.
Boy got 5 points.
Nigga, 10
5
points.
points
He
every
shot that
day.
from half court.
Right?
Okay, Steph.
We got a different type of relationship, y'all. Most people
Factoid.
don't.
You see how you know where
We'll write a book
you knew
later.
where the movie. You was like, go ahead.
He know what he know.
He know my angles.
I respect that. Your man should know your angles because girls' friends don't. They know their friend's angle, but they be like, fuck her.
Oh, that goes back to the
Nah.
Fly Girl Boutique
He's
shit.
only my videographer too. I mean, like,
Y'all think some of y'all friends hating on y'all?
no,
I don't have
not
enough
none of
friends for
mine.
that shit.
But if Caitlyn was here, she would say Kadeem takes the best pictures of me. I'd be like, nah.
As you should.
I'd be like, nah, nigga. I'd be like,
Because Kadeem
But wait
cares
till
how shit looks.
we
Yeah.
ask. Wait till
Kadeem
we
has
ask for a
always
flick.
cared how shit looks.
Wait till we ask for a flick though.
that was so nice. I'm gonna do
Our
something.
flicks be looking mad average.
oh no, she's not good with the camera.
What?
That's what I'm
She's
saying.
not good with the
Really?
camera at all.
Are our girls our haters?
Nah, she's not.
No, I'm not gonna say they don't love us, but I'm just saying they might
Do
keep
she
you,
not wanna
keep-
give me the
keep
best
you-
quality video?
Yeah, keep you,
Oh,
yeah.
keep you a little,
That's a
keep you a
real
little
thing.
bit
That's
at
a
bay.
Maybe.
No, we don't
It's
want
like
you to
some
look.
men
We
don't
don't
want
want you
their
to look
woman to
too
get,
good for the
plastic
gram, my
surgery.
G.
Exactly. Too good is a thing.
We gonna
Oh,
keep you
nah.
looking mad average.
They might do that.
I'm
They
not
might
like
do
that.
Nah.
But it's a thing.
Yeah, I would think your shorty would want
Nah,
you to
when
shine.
I post Caitlyn, it's gonna be a fire.
Yeah.
That angle. Gonna
It
be
better
perfect.
be.
Yeah, nah, I'm sitting up
Because that's a representation of you.
Nah, bitches be like that though.
They do.
Not us,
Men
but
do
we
too
be-
though.
They be like that.
So
What else about the Rona,
wait.
man?
What's a nice way
They really-
to tell a motherfucker that you're not entitled to all of my free time?
Tell them, just
Oh,
tell them
just
that.
don't answer the phone. Or
Hold on,
return
Lydia.
text.
No, we're not gonna. No.
Took care of that
no,
for
no, no,
free
no.
$99.
No.
Boom.
We're not gonna let Lydia get that fucking question off.
Why?
You just said you don't care about these niggas.
Right. So
Asking
the
that
niggas
question
like,
is implying that you care about their
doing?
feelings.
What you
Just tell
doing?
them what it
I
is,
like that.
Savage.
No, he's
Girls
like,
don't
what
know
you
how to
doing?
do
I wanna
that.
see
Savage.
you. Da, da, da.
She don't.
I want to
And
see
she's
you.
young and she's
No,
single.
you can't.
When I was Lydia's age and I was out here and a girl wanted more time than she was allocated in my schedule,
What did you do?
ignore
told her.
her ass.
That's
No,
what I
but you
just
That's
told
what
her.
I've been doing,
No,
but
I'm
I'm
saying
like,
that her asking that question.
But men don't like to be
shows
ignored.
that
They'll
she
come
kind of
harder.
cares a little bit.
no, I don't.
I didn't
If
get
I
that
hit you
from
and you don't respond, on to the next.
I would
Y'all-
concur.
He's
He's
not
No, what's
understanding
crazy
that.
though now though you don't respond. They see you doing something else on another
Oh,
social
cool.
platform.
Yeah,
so
we out.
Then
they-
you
they
know.
follow you.
And don't pull up to where I'm
You
at.
see me
So are y'all-
active
You're gonna get
now.
embarrassed.
all
Are
on
y'all double
Instagram.
texting your significant other though? Fuck all that single
Oh
shit.
yeah,
Are
no,
y'all
my
double
girl,
texting?
I'm
If
double
it's
text.
your
I'm quadruple
significant
text.
I mean,
other.
double text. And what do
Like
that
text
mean?
and text
You
before
text?
she respond.
And they don't respond for a little bit. You
And then
double
you
text.
text
There's
again.
no rules with your significant
Yeah, with your
other.
significant
Every time
other.
you
Nah,
text.
nigga, you gonna respond
No,
to
no,
me.
so,
bro, I
I've
don't
thought
know.
about that, and the person was like, "Yo, you didn't give me a chance." And I thought about it. I'm like, you could be doing something at 1:00 and at 1:02 you doing something totally different. So
true.
why wouldn't I expect you to be able to do the same thing? So you know what? You gotta relax on the double text. You know what I mean? In my opinion, I gotta
But
relax.
you know what,
He
man?
cool.
You gotta
enough.
relax.
I'm
That's
double.
a double text.
I'm double texting.
I'm gonna pull out the sexist shit because niggas don't get that benefit of the doubt, and I'm not talking for y'all.
Oh no, we don't.
I'm just talking niggas don't get that busy benefit of the
Nah,
doubt
we
shit.
don't.
But if you double texting a girl, I'm busy. You know I work. You know I do this and that.
Yeah, facts.
If a nigga pull that shit, boy,
Answer that fucking phone.
you better include me. So I'm not in your priority list.
Facts.
Yo,
Some women. I
No,
would
that's
say.
That's
a little
crazy.
insecurity.
Some women.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
some
Really
women
roll
are not
like
like that.
relax. I'm
I
like,
ain't here to
he'll hit me
please
when he hit
nobody.
me. Like,
Chris
he'll hit me
preaching to the
back when you
choir.
hit me.
I'm not insecure either. If you don't text me, okay. But
I'm
I'm
ditto.
just saying, I've been hit with that.
Usually our insecurity is because what we already done anyway. It's not really that you
A
so
lot of-
insecure.
a
It's
lot
like
of
we already
insecurities
done so
come-
much dirt.
come
Like
through.
we can't believe that the good one is a good one sometimes. So
Because you wasn't the
You
good one.
keep trying to
That's
check
right.
and see if you're a good
That
one.
is
Why you been so
That's
good to
so
me? 'Cause
true.
I
that is
grimy,
scripture.
you know?
That is
So true.
That is
On this
scripture.
pod.
That is scripture.
We need to
but
pass the
all I'm
collection
saying
plate.
is it needs to go both ways.
No
the
shit
same way,
in life
no,
go
no,
both
no, because the
ways.
same way when women have insecurities, it's not a guilty conscience kind of thing. When men have insecurities, it's you supposed to be doing you must be doing something. But when women have insecurities, you supposed to help me through my insecurities. I'm insecure. You're supposed to help me through mine.
Is Chris acting right now?
Nah.
You about to
He
cry?
is,
I don't know.
Nah.
I don't know.
Is it his back?
No, but I'm saying that's
Wasn't
no,
your
but
bag,
that's no,
though.
heck no. Because when women have insecurities, we're
It's
supposed
bad.
to help them through them things.
That's
but
a
when
fact.
men have them,
think they
we're
Get over
supposed-
your insecurity on yourself, sir.
Come on, bro.
No,
Agreed.
no. You know what I
Agreed.
think?
You know what?
You know what I think? I think that if you have an insecurity, it's your job, your personal job
Agreed.
to work on that.
Thank you.
However,
Come
it
through,
is your
Lydia.
partner's
Thank you.
job to not
Come
aggravate.
through,
No,
Lydia.
she's
I
right.
just did
It's
my
your
first
partner's
couples
job to
therapy
not
session the other
aggravate.
day.
She's right, though.
And the first thing she told us couples therapy is it's not my job to control my emotions and how I feel about certain things, and it's not my job to control her. She should
That's a
control.
fact.
No, that's what she
right.
just
Nobody.
She just
What I
said.
got going. Yeah, I agree with her, but
Yeah.
no, you can't.
It's your partner's
But-
job not
okay,
to make
This
it
is-
worse.
I would say that was like real general because all women are not not like that. Like
No,
we
yeah,
tend to
for
think
sure.
that
No, mine
the woman is the more emotional one and da da da. No, you got a lot of
And that's
niggas
not
right
always
now
the
that's
case.
more
That's
It's
crazy.
mad emotional
because of
dudes.
hold on, I'm gonna go crazy real quick.
Go crazy.
Bust a
Go
tip.
in, bro.
So you know they're called like the power, like the woman's vagina, like the power you, right? Like when I used to be in the Nation of Islam, whatever, we studied, and they would say, remember when Meth said, on top of that, you got the good power you.
That's right.
The reason why he would say the power you, because once you do that so much,
That's right.
she gets the power. So that's the reason why you think when she ain't with you, you get emotional. Now you're not even on your square, and the woman is the more.
See, I've never felt
She's
like
the more
that.
cool one, but you know what I'm saying. But you can see it happen. all the time.
That's energy exchange.
I see it
though.
happen.
It
I never. I tell people all the time, it takes 15 seconds to cheat. So if she go off and do whatever, that's on her. If I care about her and I think I value her like I should, then it don't matter. Like when she gone and she do something and she's trying to fuck me over,
She gotta be accountable.
you
for
losing
that.
on me,
When
and
you
I feel
let-
the same way about you. So if you go off and you think I'm cheating, then I'm the dumb one.
But what he said is a real thing, though.
No, I agree.
When
No,
you-
I know he.
When
but I
you
just-
let
I never
somebody
felt
do
that way.
them, you
But-
see what they want to do. You let
Yeah,
a
because I
person
was
do
saying
what
that
they
the
want to do.
thing
You
that
see what they want to do.
I don't think all women think like the what you doing, whatever. That usually becomes off of the men because they tend to reflect what we do anyway. So if they kind of see like, oh dang, he always on his quick, they don't really
moving
have to
different.
check what you doing. But
Yeah,
I
that's the
do
tone
notice
of your
that whatever you give
relationship.
somebody on a regular, then they expect the regular. So anything that deviates from the regular,
Yeah, that's-
then it's like, what you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I still think
That's how
certain-
you got. That's why you got to watch how you enter into these relationships because you're creating the dynamic that's
That's a
going to be
fact.
expected.
Bro, that
True.
bar.
I don't
When
meet
you
a
set
woman
that
with my
bar that
wallet
high,
open, man.
Yeah.
you got to high jump 10 feet every day.
I be telling.
God
That's one thing I be
damn.
telling.
Yeah.
I be telling Kadeem as a friend. I be like, Kadeem,
That
you
shit
set
hard,
that bar
bro.
mad
That
high.
bar high, bro.
You
So
set it
it's
high
like
when you put your
Yeah,
arms like this. You got to keep them up.
Yeah, I
gotta
told
keep
him that the
them
other
up.
day
It's
when we was
tough,
talking. I'm
man.
like,
No,
you meet him like if you meet him with
it's-
the wallet
look,
open.
Look, you got to think. Most of these niggas out here are trash. Like let's say
Definitely.
75%
I
of
wouldn't
niggas
know.
are trash.
Yeah,
85.
So the woman choices are
Okay,
limited.
85%. So when
Limited.
you setting that bar mad high, that is like he said, that's the baseline now. That's not the top tier
Hey.
bar. That's the baseline. So all
But
I
if
can do
you're
is-
that nigga, that's your standard anyway.
I don't
right?
subscribe to what Kadeem just said. Know your worth, Kings.
Nah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think he just
No,
means,
y'all
what you
worth.
mean?
Know your
That's
worth.
true.
I think you just
Nah,
mean
but
like
trash
you're
to me.
relaxed.
No, he's
Trash,
right, though.
I know
can't
my
relax
worth, but
now.
my bar is high.
Yeah. No,
And I got a daughter on the way, so that bar is double high now.
Double.
It's 2 bars.
Because you're her first boyfriend.
No, but
Nigga.
your
And we
bar-
on dates.
Your bar is high for who?
For me, myself.
That's right.
For
No,
him
so-
and
so-
so how I
his
treat her
girl.
reflects that.
Oh, okay.
right.
So for
Yeah.
but for the female that you bring in, or will you accept the female who bar is lower than yours?
For how she treats me.
No, just because you say your bar is
If she
high.
would-
right?
It depends on what
Set
she
less?
is to him. Is he just, or is it something?
Well, I don't do that. Whatever Casey just said.
Do you want your effort to be reciprocated?
Of course, everybody does.
Okay. So
Do you?
yeah,
Okay.
Everybody does.
I don't think that's what
I
he
don't
was
know, though.
asking.
What you mean?
I don't know if
it
everybody
doesn't have
wants-
to be identical, but it has
Exactly.
to.
It doesn't have to be the same effort, but it has to be some form of effort.
Well, we need to talk about intention here, first of all.
We ain't gonna get to nothing on this.
Because if you
It
just,
don't matter.
then you
Now
don't really
see,
care no
see,
way.
that's a whole deeper conversation. Dating with intention and dating for some dick or some pussy is different.
I don't even call that dating. If I'm hanging
That's
around
not
with you
dating.
for the dick, that's not
bet
dating.
it sounds silly in there.
Yeah, that's why
don't
when I hear
sound
people like,
crazy
oh,
when
dating,
y'all be
but
out here
some
doing it,
people-
though.
Some
Just
people, no, because for real, some
don't sound
people.
crazy.
Okay, go ahead, Chris. Come on.
Look at this.
Casey
nigga,
and
you
Coy
getting
are
excited.
disgusting.
Stop that! You just spit on this mic. Don't ever change this
Yo,
mic.
it's
her
her loud.
mic.
Yo, you gotta
But,
relax.
He just came and fixed my hair.
Some
Sorry.
people.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
like
ain't gonna
that
lie.
sound.
I ain't gonna lie. No disrespect. If a shorty do that when she spit on me, no, you gotta get out.
Sound effect.
What kind of move is that, Queen?
Yeah.
Yo, can you help that, or you just doing that on purpose? Oh shit! Oh no. Let's just keep watching Netflix.
Yeah. Netflix. Are we still watching?
Yeah, we still watching.
Yes.
Okay.
Continue,
Y'all
please.
better-
Hey, it take a
Now.
lot for a nigga to stick
You
a
better
hard
get you
dick back in
somebody
his
that's
pants.
willing to get some sound
I was
effects.
about to say, I don't know if you
your
letting
ass.
them go.
I was about to
Okay.
say that it take a lot, but
Yeah.
I think have I been there?
Yeah.
I don't know if
He
you know
appreciate
back
them
in my
sound
bed.
effects. Trust me.
It has to get real crazy.
Damn,
to
I
let
don't
them
know
go,
if I've
son.
been there,
Listen, you've been there. Trust me.
but it can't get that bad to the point where you stick a hard joint back in your pants.
Yeah, the only thing,
I don't know.
there's one rule.
It's crazy 'cause Coy
It-
got
it-
the headphones,
things
so you
cannot
can
be a
hear it
fishy situation. Once it goes in, then you
Oh,
gotta
I
go.
agree.
Other than that, you know what I mean? Yeah, we can
Yeah.
kind of that you gotta go. That's when you get the fake phone. Oh yeah, my man called me say you locked up. Where you at, son? But
Yeah, call me, bro.
Yeah,
Hey, call me right now. Call me right now.
yeah, I gotta go.
right
I've
now.
never pulled that move.
Word.
Oh, to call me right now?
Oh, son, like, I don't know how. How could you not pull it? So what was the
Hey.
move you pulled when you got to get out of that situation?
I already told you I'm almost
just gotta
embarrassed.
I'd be like, oh, you know what?
Come
I
with
gotta, I gotta pick so and so up
Come
from
with
work.
it.
Sorry.
Yeah,
No, I ain't
What
gonna
you
lie.
do?
Rest in peace, Teresa. You probably use my mom. Like, yo, no, my mom need me to come.
Okay,
your
so
mom
I was about to
Okay.
say something.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you.
Oh no!
I thought mom called you.
Oh shit.
Oh shoot.
No, my mom got a flat.
Mama soldier.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a good one.
yeah, I'm out.
I already told you most embarrassing shit.
What was it?
The faking the nut.
Chris. Hey, hold on. Hey, y'all. Wild.
That's my time. All right.
Wow.
Drop the fucking mic.
Who had the Jake come to the door?
That was Elliot.
Oh my god.
That was Elliot. He had the plan. The plan A
Brother
called out, but then the
Els.
plan B showed up, and then the plan A called,
And he
and
ghosted
he
the
had to
girl
ghost
at the door.
he had to ghost the
He had
plan
to
B.
watch her leave from the block.
Yo, I've had that happen
Y'all be
though. When
doing
you
too
got the
much.
plan A and the plan B, and the plan A cancels.
Oh man.
So you call the plan B, but then the plan A reaffirms,
This is a
and you
lot.
like,
Because
oh,
niggas are messy.
This
Niggas
is a
are
lot.
messy.
what's
too
going
late.
on?
They're messy.
Lydia,
This is a lot.
no, Lydia, you
This is
know.
a lot.
No.
This is
You
a
got a
lot.
whole roster. Get out of here.
Exactly, but I'm not messy enough to have one come to my
man
house while
messy.
another one think he come to my house.
No.
Females move
Plan,
different.
no,
though. I
plan
wouldn't expect you to
way
do that though.
different.
No,
We move
plan A
Yeah.
cancels, so you go
That
with
scares me
plan
when she
B, but then plan A, which you
she said
probably
we move
care
clean,
about
I'm
or
like,
is
oh
more
my God.
important.
Yeah, plan A's
Why?
a top
'Cause
spot
it's
in the
true.
roster.
That's right.
Your
Like the
point
cat and
guard
the dog.
calls
The cat
back.
cleans up the shit. The dog.
You got your power forward on the way. So you
that-
like,
Bro, at that point,
No, when you
point
said
guard
power
ain't
for-
in the game. I'm
no,
sorry.
you know what's crazy? Now you talking basketball, and they was like, so right now with everybody quarantined,
You know, I
like,
was about to say, you
y'all
know I'm
niggas
going
better
through
be careful
withdrawals.
because you got the NBA niggas at home right now. They
Hello?
got
I'm about to
long
say that.
money.
You can tell I'm going through withdrawals.
They
Hello?
sliding in a lot of DMs
Oh,
right now.
bro.
You better be careful.
The
right
NBA
now.
niggas quarantine is
I
mad
told
different.
you. I told you. Females started.
That NBA
corona.
quarantine is crazy.
Females
right
started
now.
Corona, bro, to get rid of NBA.
Trifling.
Niggas is ass.
Nah, that's a check. They ain't blowing. They ain't messing up the check, yo.
We do.
They not messing up the check though.
Shit, Sony about to go out of
Nah,
business
that NBA check.
because of Corona. Sony about to go out of business because of Corona. No, I'm just playing.
It's not that difficult.
right,
guys.
So
Hey
we killed-
man, and you know what I'm gonna say
Thank
too before we get off the Corona shit. Damn, they're not really. I don't want us to be desensitized to numbers, yo. Like I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, yo, they showing like thousands of people have died, bro. I'm like, we
in the world.
kind of like
That was
we
gonna
like
happen
not
anyway.
even being-
Every day that happens.
So,
Yeah, it
Who
does.
told you that?
And
Who told you that?
where's the facts of that?
Who
What
told you
numbers?
that?
We gonna
Put
roll
the
with
numbers
that.
out.
And you know what?
The news is a show too. Just
I mean,
like
they
we
still
shooting
elections.
right now.
They still
and y'all
elections,
gonna
so
edit,
we gonna
the
believe
news
that
is
they put
a
out
show.
some
we
numbers.
don't do no edits, Queen.
Oh,
Y'all gotta know. I'm rolling with y'all. But I'm gonna say, yo, if this
Oh,
is
okay.
really, if
No,
this
we
is
ain't did
really,
nothing
but you
to
know
say.
what?
Alright.
Even in the conspiracy bag, regardless, you guys are believing that. Not saying y'all, people are believing that this shit is happening, but we like kind of brush the number off like it's nothing. Like these people are really like out of here.
It's not
I
real
think-
until
I
somebody that
don't.
you know.
I don't
about.
really.
8 billion
I
people
don't
on
really
the
know if the
planet.
people are out of here though. How do we know that?
How do we know that?
We don't, y'all.
'Cause they
But
saying it?
If we want to play that game, we
No,
can
no.
talk for
Hold up.
forever.
That's
No,
not a
I
game.
don't
How about this? How
Y'all
about
don't
this?
know if
trust
you
me.
can say it's
I'm
a
in
game,
the
though.
same. I'm
That's
in
not
the
How
a
about
same.
this? Hold up. I got a best friend.
Okay.
His dad is 90. So to me, that's more serious for him. So it's like I would want to go over there, but I was like, I don't even want to bring no germs over there, no matter what's going on.
There is a line. There is a line of what
So
you
to
can
me,
trust
it's-
me.
Yeah. I'm not worried
I
about no
think-
fucking body except for my grandparents.
Yeah, like
My grandma
I
just
don't
turned
care about me and
89.
my kid.
But
We're young. We'll
2
be
days ago,
fine.
I took her ass
But
$100
Lydia,
and she didn't want to give me a
if
hug.
you going
Fine.
with what they saying, you
She
shouldn't
said
be
she didn't
worried
wanna
at
give
She
you
was like,
all.
I'm not about to hug
And
you.
I'm
Exactly.
and I'm the
I was
main
like, here, take this 100 piece. Bye.
and I'm the main component for the media steering people a certain way. But
I
it's
agree
kind of
with that
like
too,
you
though.
can't.
Ignore it all.
We can't ignore it completely.
Oh, y'all
Like,
don't know the
straight up
government like I
completely.
know the government.
Nobody's
Okay.
ignoring any fucking
Oh,
thing. That's why
This
the
the
toilet
same
paper's gone.
government that told the Tuskegee Airmen they was getting what?
Trust me, I know.
And was
y'all.
giving them what?
But
So let's be
but
clear.
Casey, this is the same government that will unleash a disease on a whole mass of people.
So why you listening to them? They not
Because
gonna tell
they-
you the real play.
I always think that if they tell
They
you on
want.
TV,
They
They
not
not
Do
gonna
gonna
tell
you,
you the
okay,
real
if
play.
y'all really want to talk
Wait, wait,
population
what?
control, so just get population control out of here then.
there's always
That
some
doesn't
truth
exist
in
then.
some of that. though.
If that's
There's
not the
gotta be some
case,
truth in it.
trust me, they're benefiting.
If I'm gonna
off
lie
of-
to my girl,
Casey,
it's
they're
gonna be some
benefiting
truth
off
gotta
in
tell
the
me.
lie.
I
That's
know.
what
I'm
I am
benefiting
talking
too.
about.
I'm
And
not gonna
saying
lie to my girl.
if you subscribe to population control,
Nah, 'cause she
then
gonna
that
watch this.
debunks your whole
I
argument.
subscribe to my own shit. I'm doing
No,
what I'm
but
doing.
I've heard you talk about
because of the
population
internet.
control.
You
If you-
ain't heard me talk about no population control. What you talking about?
If you want to subscribe to population control,
This might be a
then
long pod.
you can't
Population
say
control.
these people might not be dying. But that's a real thing too.
all I'm telling you is everything you see on TV ain't the truth.
Yes, we
Yeah,
know.
That's all I'm
we
saying.
half
preach
of
that,
it, if
Yes,
that.
we
But there
know.
is
that.
some, but what we're saying is there is some truth in it though.
And some truth that they
There's a
put
lot of
out
smoke.
something so people can get symptoms, right? And they know that they give you symptoms. Usually symptoms make people get scared if I attach it to, oh, this what happens when you get these symptoms. So people
These
get
symptoms
scared.
are so
They
whack.
could have easily said, if you get these symptoms, they're easy for you guys to manage them, so you don't have to go so crazy.
You know what I was
We would be
thinking
having a
about?
Do
different
y'all know what
conversation
a
right now.
placebo
Y'all know what I was
is? If I
thinking
gave
about?
your ass a pill and I told you this is the
Yes,
cure and
yes.
you
The
get
placebo
happy
effect,
internally,
yes.
Listen,
you might feel better. That's
Correct.
a placebo.
Yeah, and they could- and they
that
could-
shit go the opposite way too. If it, now you sick. Okay.
They could
go
likely
both ways.
be steering us towards a vaccine. Yes.
That's my next question.
That's
So
what
if they
I'm
come
saying.
to your house right
Now I
now
wanna
with a
ask you
vaccine,
this,
or
though.
would you take it?
No.
I don't
Hell
go to my
no.
But I'm not
doctor.
taking it.
I don't even take a flu shot.
That's what I'm saying.
Case.
I don't take my flu shot.
I
either.
So what about the NBA niggas though?
What about them? They're all under
If you ask me, they're
contract.
gonna
They're
take
puppets.
it.
They're
Yeah,
celebrities.
they
They're
just do
all
what-
under
they do
contract.
To be
what's
honest
told.
with you, the
Do
celebrities.
you
are
think
looking
that I think Idris, what's his name?
Idris Elba?
Elba?
Yeah,
got
I'm
the
not-
fucking coronavirus? You
I'm
think
not
I think
rolling.
that?
I'm not rolling with the
I'm
celebrities.
not rolling with
Yeah,
that.
he didn't have
Because
it,
they could
bro.
easily get a phone call, be like, "Hey, we need y'all to have corona."
Yeah, and then why was a girl
So,
leaning all over
it's
him
just
like
like,
that if he had it?
And
Exactly.
then Tom Hanks' wife came out with a damn quarantine
Andy
playlist with
Cohen,
her songs.
but you
on
know,
and shit.
it's something that
shit
came
is-
out that said he
shit
was
look
detained
nasty.
too. Like, it's
That
a
shit
lot
look
of shit
nasty,
going
dog.
on.
That
It's
shit
a
look
lot of
nasty.
shit going on.
Funny ass place
All
to
I'm,
stay
no,
in,
I'm
man.
with y'all
Yes.
because you should always question everything.
You better
agree.
And with that being
Google
said,
the Hopi prophecy.
heart
That's what y'all
disease
better do.
heart disease kills 800,000 people a year.
Yes.
You know, I
Thank
posted
you.
that thing that showed
Thank
coronavirus
you.
is very
I was
infinitesimal.
talking about that. I
So,
was
all
thinking
the
about
lists-
that.
Where's the panic
like,
for that?
How many people
Exactly.
die from other
And that's
random
particularly
shit?
aimed at black folk because we don't listen to that shit.
Hello.
I
So-
Eat Soul Food, the movie.
That's
you
why you
know
need to
what?
watch Hunters, nigga. That
It's about to
shit
get
be deep.
crazy as fuck
Hunters
out
is
here
great.
where we live at. It's about to get crazy as a bitch because you know we're about to get hay fever and everybody's gonna think they have coronavirus because you sneeze it because it's pollen outside.
Yeah.
I might just be out. Like, me and
I
Mike
went
might
and
be-
got. I
we might
I
have
went
to
ain't
and
go
cop
escape.
home
Claire
for
to
real.
another
Y'all
day.
not
I'm
escaping
with
this
this
shit. I always tell
Nah, 'cause
people,
you don't wanna be
like
coughing
leaving the
around
United
niggas out here.
States,
True that.
nothing. You ain't escaping this shit. This whole society we live in. You're
Yeah,
not
you might have
escaping this
to
shit.
really be out. Like,
Yeah.
go
It's
somewhere
kind of hard
else.
to transition to these next two because it's like
Just
you
do
niggas,
it. Boom.
You
Just
niggas
do
Hey,
it.
y'all.
ain't quarantined.
Just do it.
Wash
Boom.
y'all hands. Get y'all vitamin C. Get y'all some
Boom, just do it.
elderberries.
Yeah, bro. I got
Get
an
your,
immune booster. I'm
get your
good.
immune system up. One of my boys, and I ain't gonna say his name, but he called me the other day talking about this shit. He was like, "Bro, all these people high risk." I'm like, I was thinking, bro, you smoke cigs.
Right?
Yeah,
You are high risk. I don't care if you're 25. You smoke
Right.
cigarettes.
Facts.
You inviting this shit. That shit like, oh, let's get this nigga lungs. For real. This shit look,
nigga
that shit
lungs.
popping over
We all
there.
doing something. We drinking alcohol. We all doing
True
something.
that.
Alcohol
Keep
kills
drinking
corona. You ain't see that on
alcohol.
the internet?
I ain't seen
Oh
none of
yeah,
this
and
shit
now the
on there.
restaurants
I'll be
can
paying
give
No, I'm
you
with
drinks
y'all.
to
Was
go.
that
I'm
on
rolling
the
with
internet?
y'all. Trust me. That's all
Now-
I talk
It
about.
was on the internet.
Now the restaurants can give you drinks to go. You know how you couldn't used to leave a restaurant
I
with
didn't know
alcohol.
that.
Nah, I went to.
You can order that shit.
Yard
Let me
House
get
the
a
other day, and they
mimosa.
was like, "Oh no, you could take a beer to boom boom boom."
Do
Like
y'all?
a big
See,
jug.
not,
of-
see,
Okay.
this,
Okay.
see, now.
Hell yeah,
another-
we
here's
lit.
another-
Hit
So
it there,
you see what people do when they need to get their money? Like
Oh,
now they ain't
hell
turning
yeah.
down
That's
no money.
fact.
sure.
That's
Yeah.
fact. I was gonna, and I wanted to ask y'all.
So now
do
I
y'all
can go
have-
die leaving your
Your
place of
restaurant.
business.
That's right.
Yup.
We can bend the other rules.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because you got to make a coin. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
no. Some states do let you do that, and
Well, they walk around with alcohol.
Savannah and Georgia, they'll let you do that shit too. But anyway, so do
But
y'all want to
anyway.
talk any
Can
new
they
music?
make weed legal?
I'm waiting until we get to
Let's
number
do that.
4. Me personally.
Let's
Number?
make weed.
No,
legal.
4.
Oh shit, my fault. You want to go
Yeah,
straight to
it's
that?
deep crib.
9 to 5
Like,
niggas?
right
Yeah,
now.
I mean.
I want to hear about. Yeah, I want to hear. I
Because
want.
we had 37 minutes, so
Oh, okay.
Ladies.
I don't know if y'all seen
Let's
it,
get
but there's
the-
a video.
Oh yeah, go ahead,
Yes.
Kadeem. Go ahead, Kadeem.
There's a video online. This girl's talking about somehow she don't want a 9 to 5 nigga. She need a nigga making fast money. She don't want no nigga with no job, nobody he got to answer to. Blah 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 blah. Dude was like,
Dame
hey,
Dash.
if he make 500,000, yeah, Dame Dash mentality. He was like, if he make 500,000, he work in a bank. She's like, no, fuck him. Ladies, y'all want no 9 to 5 nigga with a good job?
First of all, what are you
No,
bringing to the table?
I'll take that.
Oh yeah,
What?
fuck
What
her.
are you
'cause we
bringing
don't
to
know
the
what
table?
she did.
You want a
Right.
nigga that got a Maybach, a this, but what the fuck do you got? Like, that's where I'm at with it. Like,
Pussy.
Crazy thing is, niggas in Atlanta
Pussy.
will have a Maybach, but then no crib.
This pussy.
I'm just saying.
He's sleeping in the joint.
You
Yo,
better be with
for
somebody
real.
that's gonna be good to your ass.
This
and to
cookie
your
cutter
children. That's what
pussy.
you need to be your first
Cookie
priority.
cutter
Talking about
pussy
you don't want a
sounds
nigga with
nasty.
95. Girl,
Or
bye.
we just always see the dudes that pull up. He got a crazy whip, but he can't get out the car.
You can have a
So
9
he
to
get out.
5.
He can't get out because
You have a 9 to 9.
his
You
gears
have 24/7.
cash,
I'm a
gas,
9 to
niggas, so he
9.
can't get out. He
You
can't get out the
can
car.
make money all kind of
Hey,
ways.
bro, that 9 to 5 could just be that nigga sponsor. I'm
Then
just
she
gonna
was
put it
like,
that.
I'll take a fraud nigga.
Yeah.
It depends on the mentality.
She said
I'm,
she
I'm
was
rolling.
I can't
I'm
even
rolling
like-
with.
She said if he's a fraud nigga making, man,
She's
And
obviously
she
had
knows
20
to
years
jail.
That's
old.
where you lose me. But if you on the mentality, you don't want a follower ass nigga that has a boss, I can't be mad at you for that.
Why you gotta be a follower? Because you got a boss.
Come on, Dame.
Right.
You gotta answer.
Dame over here.
You gotta answer to somebody. If she would have
We
said
all
it,
gotta answer to somebody. At the end of the day, who
Who
walking
answers
right
your
here?
case?
The Lord.
My kids. Who else?
okay.
come on, man.
That ain't true.
Nah,
No, you
nah,
don't.
that's a
Yeah.
cop out.
That was
Who
a
you
cop
really
out.
That's
answer
really
to?
not a cop
Nobody.
out.
Who you really answer to?
My kids.
Every day.
Nah, but if you got a 9 to 5 and then you got, that's not the only thing you depend on. Because I
Right.
definitely don't think you should be dependent on someone that don't really care about you directly.
Contingency
To have your back.
plans.
I get it. That's just a new
Contingency
way of
plans.
And that's definitely new because we wasn't. I mean, most of
It's
us.
a new way of thinking.
Did your parents bring you up like that?
No.
And let me say this. Let's give some room
Entrepreneurship.
for growth because I'm not the woman I am today 5 years ago.
Facts.
So if a nigga didn't want to be with me 5 years ago because I was doing whatever, I didn't have no job, but
There you
whatever, you just have to miss me now.
But
so
you,
I mean,
but you got to take that argument up with niggas because girls have been subscribing to niggas' potential for years, but fuck boys have been ruining that shit.
I mean, that's
No,
that's
but like he was saying, we grew up in an era where it was like, go to college, get a good job,
Depend on the
work
system.
20 years, save your
That's
money.
true.
We got sold the
retire.
dream.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Land
That
of the
dream
free.
is dumb.
Land of the free. Freedom land.
That shit
I
only
just
work
feel
for
like
white
if you
people.
want a better guy, you got to be a better woman. That's just that. Nobody
And the
want no
same
little-
thing. Yeah.
that's true.
That's
You
vice
asking
versa,
for all it is, but what you bringing
Yeah,
to the
you gotta
table?
be- you gotta be
Yeah, I'm
Boo-boo.
interested to
Man.
know what she does.
How
For
do
you.
them
feel
finger
about that?
waves?
I got a couple
Fuck
guys
outta here.
Girls asking for more than they bring to the table. A lot of women be like, "No, I need a nigga doing this, and this." But
It's all
she-
about the
What you
lifestyle.
doing?
Shit, yeah,
But
you work at Hooters.
It's all
They
about the
influences
lifestyle
in
you
there.
subscribe to, man.
Yeah.
No,
You
because
a
women
bottle
think their
girl.
titties and the ass gonna get you, and sometimes it does, but it's not gonna keep you.
Yeah.
It might get you,
Hey.
but it's not gonna keep you.
That's
Chick,
what we were just
like
talking
she
about.
said, chicks will think they could just be bad.
Yeah, because
And
the
that's
titties and
gonna
ass-
be
Everybody
lot-
bad now. Like
a
now
lot
what?
of girls do think that, and that shit is disgusting.
How many are getting
Bro.
by? A lot are
None
getting
of
by
them.
off that shit.
Bro, and yo,
They be out here scamming.
Yo, I'm gonna
What?
show a real
No, they didn't even
story.
good at
One
scam.
no, one thing. It's all about your goals. A lot of these chicks' goals
Man,
ain't
listen.
nothing but a trip
Man,
and some
listen.
in a
Instagram
bag.
pictures.
Man,
Yeah,
listen.
he's
So-
that's a fact.
Or the goal is to trap
in
a
their
nigga with
world,
money.
in their world, they're winning because that's what they're getting.
But then you get
Our
40,
goals are a
and
little
then
different.
what?
We looking for generational wealth. These
Yeah.
joints ain't thinking about that.
Yeah,
So
you
they
know what's
winning.
But women
Crazy
say
though.
that too, though.
Huh?
Women say that.
No,
too.
no, I'm just talking
Say
about
what?
the Instagram girls and the people who subscribe to the shit that she was saying.
Listen.
They're not thinking like 50 years down the line on when I die. They're not thinking
I don't
about
think
shit
that
like that.
that's gender specific though. I think that's
You know what's
just a
crazy
mindset
though?
thing, like-
Because a lot of people hit me and they be like, they see why I'm with Caitlyn. She this, and the third. Yes, my girl's fine as fuck, but she driven. She's smart. I would not fuck with no dumb girl. I would not fuck with a girl that I didn't think I could do other things with. Hey, we about to buy a crib. She went and secure that loan on her own. I want to be with a girl that can.
Yeah,
I can
that's-
put her in a
that's
position to do this, that, and the third. We can go be a power couple together. Power couple's not me having everything and then you doing
Yeah,
whatever.
fuck outta here.
I could be like, hey, you want
adding
to? She was
to
like,
that?
I want to get a house. I was like, hey, if you do this, this, and this, we'll go get one, and I'll pay for the
It's
earnest money.
so
And she made that
simple,
happen.
bro.
Most girls can't even do that shit. And then they want to say, oh, she looked like this and she got a body like that, so she no, nigga, my girl is driven. I
I'm
wouldn't
gonna
even
tell
fuck
you
with no
the
basic
main
dumbass
word.
bitch.
Y'all compliment each other. That's all it's about.
Facts.
facts.
Because even if she
She
didn't do all of
feels-
that,
she
but whatever
feels
she,
where
if
you
she
lack
can still be an
in-
asset
in-
to you, what
so
you
on and
do.
so
Most of
forth.
these
It's
girls
a
not
win.
an asset. They a liability. They a bill. They a detractor.
Bruh.
They want something from you. They don't have
Nah.
nothing for you.
Your
And you
girl
know
should
what?
be like a Mario mushroom.
And
That's
it
a
ain't
power
even.
up.
It ain't
Mario.
even.
Is that a
Level up.
Mario
And
mushroom?
it-
Your girl it should be a Mario mushroom.
But
Thank
you know what? It don't
Right.
even. You
That's
don't even have to
stagnant.
be on your like businesswoman shit. But half these women
Even
can't even.
still.
What's
half
her
these
last
women-
name?
It's about what's
King
up
Cooper.
here.
And yeah, half of these women can't even cook or clean.
Oh God.
And
That
same
shit
thing,
is
same thing
crazy.
for men. Same thing for
Hey,
men.
man.
Because nowadays the dynamic is different. If your woman the breadwinner
I might
and
be
yo
old
and you work at McDonald's, you better make sure that house clean when she get home and she got some food, whatever. If we really want to talk that.
No,
but
for
you just
real
gotta
shit,
know, you
I
just
might
gotta
be
you
old
just gotta
school.
carry your weight in a different way. If you can't, if you-
Everybody should carry their weight.
yeah, you gotta find your role. Like, hey, bro, I can't. Shit, I'm not. She bring home more money to me, so I gotta
Nah, but
make
even
sure.
still, if you a woman, you can cook. Are you a woman? I don't know.
but that's the thing.
I don't
Does
know.
is Shorty in that video? Can you cook?
Probably
Right.
not.
She had finger waves.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
like,
I'm gonna
oh my.
just throw a guess out there and I'm gonna
Yeah,
just say she
finger
can't
waves.
cook.
I can't.
So
with
I'm like, yo,
that.
you can't even talk like that. The nigga ain't gonna have a home
Nobody
cooked
wants
meal when
you,
he come home.
Susie.
Like,
Like,
people,
girl,
like
bye.
girls nowadays might think that shit is like cliche or we ain't in the 40s or whatever fuck. But bitch, it's important to be able to feed your family.
First of
Yeah.
all,
What are you talking about?
No.
And the crazy thing,
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
what
lot
she's
of
like, it ain't
40-year-olds putting these 20-year-olds to shame. That's number
Dead
one.
ass.
No,
that's a fact. But that's
no.
the
whole
younger
fact.
girls. They see Instagram. They
Yeah,
see
the influences that they use.
no
are way
disrespect to
off.
Alexis Sky and all them girls. They see Bernice Burgos and all these girls, and
She
they
a
just like,
grandma.
Bernice
She
fine
got
as fuck. though,
she got a
I ain't gonna lie.
grandkid. I'm
And
just
she
saying.
manufactured as fuck.
And
Yeah.
that's
But
fine.
the girls see that and they see she got a Bentley and she just work
But
at a
whose
bar.
fault is that?
That I don't know whose fault it is. I'm just
No,
saying.
it's their fault.
It's Instagram's fault.
All I know is
fault is
No,
it?
no,
She
it's
gotta
not
get her
Instagram
bag
fault.
too. Who fault
It's
is
not
it?
Instagram fault. It's their fault.
It's
for
your mama
subscribing
fault.
to that shit.
'Cause
But
she
it's
should put
their
something
fault
in
for
you
looking
more
at.
than that. It's your
Chris is
mama
right.
fault.
It's their fault for looking at a
Chris is
square
right.
in a phone and thinking this shit real life.
Chris is right.
Huh?
Because these girls watch that stuff on the phone and think, oh, she's living better than me or she's doing this.
But that's easy to do when your life isn't how you want it to be. Your
Bro,
life
I
ain't how
can
you
make
want
my
it to
life
be. All
look
you
like
do is go to
anything on my
Instagram and see
phone.
whose
Bruh.
life is like you want it to
That's
be.
the
I can make my
crap.
life look
Damn.
like anything on my phone.
Exactly, but
on,
younger
man.
girls don't know that.
And
That's
that's
what
a
I'm
deep
saying.
Lydia, and Lydia,
Prettier.
that's a deeper issue.
With no kids.
That's a whole deeper issue than
As
we're
a
talking
new
about.
coming
people
girl
like-
dad, I'm nipping that shit in the bud.
Exactly. We
Quick,
already
no.
I'm
No
quick
way.
to tell Kennedy that shit ain't
No
real.
way.
That shit ain't real.
No
It ain't
way.
real. No,
My
that ain't
daughter
real.
gonna think
It
some
could be
dumb
real
shit
though.
on
I
me.
got a cousin. This bitch is when I say beautiful.
No, I'm
oh
not
my
talking about
God.
Instagram.
This bitch beautiful in real life, but she's has nothing, and she's a beautiful bum. And she's about if I'm.
You
about
know
to
a
be
lot of them
She's
girls.
38,
Oh.
no kids, no man, still pulling the whatever she pulling,
wait,
and
I'm
like
telling you.
ultimately, you're just a beautiful bum.
They
So,
can
at
get
the
But
end
you know what's
Why?
crazy though?
That's why you-
That's almost enough for some people.
Yeah,
But I'm
is.
telling you why.
Instagram is lit.
I'm
It's
she
telling
don't
you
even
why.
have Instagram.
When
Oh,
Because she
Kadeem,
done scammed so many niggas.
when
She can't be
Kadeem
out
has
there.
his
She
daughter,
can't show her face.
Damn, that's crazy.
You know who you are.
when Kadeem has his daughter, I guarantee you he's gonna do more than
We
just
can
tell
call
her
her
how
Sienna.
beautiful
Y'all can
she
call her
is.
Sienna.
When you
Oh,
telling
okay,
when you telling a
Sienna.
girl how beautiful she is all her life,
Oh, that's
That's
different-
all
that's
she
a
know.
No
different
nigga
thing.
gonna be able to say
that's
that.
all
Yeah.
she
That's a
know. I
different
gotta
thing.
order operations. Like it's like
That don't even-
intelligence is way more important than any of that stuff. We put that at the top of the key.
Facts.
Like, but when I'm telling you just you beautiful, you cute, you supposed to tell your daughter that.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's not all you're supposed to tell them. That's all you telling them. You're subconsciously
That's
telling
what
them.
she's
Then
gonna
that's
value,
it.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it.
Right.
But so the beauty that you're telling that she has is not about what I see on the outside.
Yeah, and beautiful. We gotta
Right,
define
but you need
beautiful
to make
too.
sure your
When you tell
daughter
her,
understands that.
Yeah.
Well, ultimately, he is her first introduction to a man.
Because I ain't even gonna front.
Period.
You can see your daughter if her hair is not as long as the girl next to her in class
Yeah.
or whatever. She almost feels, you're looking at
Less
Instagram.
than,
She
yeah.
she thinks that she's not pretty
Right.
because her hair is not like the
You-
other
you
person.
gotta-
break your fucking heart.
no,
Oh
you
my
you
God.
gotta combat assimilation. That's a natural thing. When people are all in a collective, they're gonna be comparative. You gotta be ready for that, and that's why you gotta create that good anchor for them before they get into that. And honestly,
wanna
that's
be
why.
honest with y'all.
And
You got
you
it.
know
You
what?
can
No,
do
no,
this.
no,
You got it.
no.
You
And I'm
got
gonna go
it.
to Casey
I bet mad
because
people-
that's why homeschooling is so important.
Yeah.
Because they're around her all day. They're not
Man,
around all these
listen.
other opinions. And I wish I could get on that. That was the goal
Yeah.
before,
Hey.
but that's dead now.
I wanted a boy because I knew in my soul I was like I'm gonna have a girl.
They deal with that too, though, Kadeem.
But I was like I knew that I was like yo when I have a daughter I'm gonna have to be like a different type nigga. And
That's
I
what I
have
was
to-
saying. Your
I was
guns
like,
is
yo,
different.
like
You gotta
like
know.
now I have to think different and move different and everything is gonna be different. If I had a son, I'd be around mad little niggas. I know how to teach a dude how to be a young man.
Right.
Oh, so you being stretched right now? Okay, that's
Oh,
good.
this is gonna be
Definitely.
different
good.
for me for
That's
sure,
good.
for sure.
I think you
Yeah, I
got
I don't
it.
think so.
I think I got it, but I'm
think
It's
it's gonna
different
be
though,
all
bro.
that.
No, I'm
I
nervous.
got a
'cause-
daughter. You just gotta understand women, man. You just gotta have
You
a
said
pretty
that
good
like that shit is like a free throw.
Bro said it like we shooting a layup.
Boy,
like
if
we in
you-
a
if
layup.
we knew
Like,
that- if we knew that and actually was able to act on that on a consistent everyday
But
basis.
that's why it's so
oh my
complimentary
God.
because
But you
y'all
know
over
why
here, we
so-
over here.
We battling to understand
Y'all,
women,
yeah.
man. They get pulled so many different ways.
It only
the way they
seems
think.
like we get pulled so many different ways because they're emotional creatures.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why it
saying
seems.
that.
But you
Women
still
are
not-
hard
Wait,
though.
but when
like,
you say emotion,
what
that's
you talking
not a
about?
bad
Body
thing. It's not a
part.
bad thing.
It
I don't even agree
Not
with
all
that.
of
I
them.
know a lot of women that are harder than most men. No,
Exactly.
no cap. But it's
Don't
that's
act
what
like
y'all
it ain't
say.
some soft bitch.
That's what y'all say now.
That's
No
what- no,
cap.
but-
I don't
that's
know.
what y'all-
Did I use it right?
Emotional to me, it doesn't mean you soft.
Facts.
There you go.
See, girls feel that way. Girls feel like emotion means you
When
soft.
it- like-
No, they trick you though. No, they
Whatever.
trick you. They
Too
trick you.
much.
They
When you
trick you.
crying
They
about
trick you.
Women are
They
forced
tell
to
you to
deal
get in
with-
touch with your sensitive side, but then when you do, and an argument arises,
Man,
You a
please.
soft ass bitch ass nigga.
But I'm saying that that's not tricking you though. If you a man and you fall for because she said that, it doesn't matter.
Being-
He spent bars, too.
She's acting on her emotional too. So you supposed to be remain on your square and you like.
I know
Well, I
a lot
still
of
love
a
you.
lot
supposed
of
to be her
emotional
rock.
ass niggas.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you.
Oh my
That's what
God.
you're supposed to
Can't
be.
control their emotions.
You
Guys,
supposed to.
guys.
You
We have
supposed
a
to be her
guest.
rock.
We're at 48 minutes.
Are we doing too much?
I don't know if we want to go longer, pause, than we normally go for the pod or what we going to do, but we got a guest. I want to talk about
All right,
this
sorry.
fire hoodie and the
These
materials.
hoodies are
Oh yeah,
fire.
no,
Or-
this is top notch.
Yeah, what do we want to do? Like, we could get back into some other shit, but I do want to give
Hey,
my
tell
man
us about your company, bro.
Please do.
Because
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie, like I've gotten a lot of hoodies from niggas. This is
This is
some of the
quality.
softest
This
cotton.
is nice.
I fuck with I don't know what they did
nice.
with this. This
The
is
bitch
hard.
soft.
The Just Another Podcast
When I put it
hoodies
on?
might have. We
Oh.
might not be able to be at
You ain't gonna be able to do it after
Fly
this.
Girl Boutique because they're not gonna be
Introduce my
25.
nigga.
Yeah.
Introduce my nigga.
Yeah, let me do it. Let me do it.
Go ahead, bro.
Nah, y'all go ahead and do it. I'm saying.
Intro-
let me
you-
do it. No, I didn't mean that. I mean,
Who we got on the
podcast
couch,
hoodie.
Dean?
Who's on the
Oh
couch,
yeah, yeah,
Dean?
yeah.
Dean?
No, no.
Who's
Introduce
on the
yourself,
couch,
bro.
Dean?
And tell us. You know what I mean? What,
No,
what-
nigga, who you tell us who won the couch.
My man Lamont with the flavors.
Okay.
I don't want to dumb down his introduction. I thought he could do it better.
Nah,
I see him all the time in the mall with the fly kicks. Bro got on the
Travis
Travis Fours out here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I've been in like the sneaker game for a while, right?
I know.
So we all know that to me, sneakers, fashion is hand in hand or
Yes,
whatever,
sir.
right? So even when you look at flavors, did y'all ever notice that the V is in front of the A instead of the other way?
That's hard, but isn't it 2 A's in flavor?
Just for VA.
So you tell me, right? So it says flavors, right? But it's FLVAS.
You from Florida?
Nah, not at all.
He don't even sound like he's from Florida.
I was just trying some
No,
shit.
so bust the tech though, right? So when somebody says
Bust the
This
tech.
nigga said bust the tech.
bow.
So
So
what's
when-
that saying?
Bow.
Bust the tech the guns.
no, yeah. So I'm saying this. Check it out. So when someone says
The tech though.
them shits, you got more flavors. They don't never. We don't say, do you have more flavors?
Yeah.
You just
Right.
said you got more flavors in that or whatever, right? So as I was managing this store, I always hired Puerto Rican, black, white, Asian,
Flavors.
whatever. So I noticed that, and even then I wasn't even thinking about fashion, right? I just knew that you had to be diverse to get to different people, because everybody, different. Even though everybody coming in the store to buy sneakers, but they don't buy the same sneakers. They like different shit or whatever. So I always built my teams like that. So when I thought about flavors, I'm not from VA, but that's where I'm at, right? So the VA, if the first shirts we done, they had the VA with the 3M. I think I gave matter of fact,
Hard. I love 3M.
so the VA part was in 3M reflective. So it was a reflection of where I thought of the idea.
Okay.
So that's why I call it the flavors VA. So most people in Brooklyn, where I kind of grew up most of my life, I was born in the South, grew up in New York or whatever. It's crazy because if I go to New York, they'd be like, why you
sound
still
Southern.
talking like that?
Yeah.
And then if I go down south,
definitely
you're not from here,
sound
nigga, you're
Southern.
from New
Yeah,
York.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So I always looked at it like I had to, best up both or whatever, and especially being here because VA, we used to call VA down north.
Yeah.
Or niggas that say
Down north.
you going up south. You know what I mean? Like in a different way. They
Down
might have said it
north.
different,
In
but
the
I knew what they meant. They
Because
was
it's
like,
weird. VA not really. We're not as
Not really
southern.
north.
Yeah, we're not as
We're not really
southern
south
as.
either. Yeah.
but it's a lot of New York niggas
Oh,
in
for
Virginia.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Like we always heard the reference of people saying stuff about VA in music. It's
I
in there.
wonder why.
It's hard.
You
out
know
here.
It's
why.
there.
Yeah, it's greatness out here.
Like, so we used to
something
drag
in
coming
the
to
water out
VA.
here.
Used to drag coming across when you hit VA lines or whatever, and you don't know how, because the cops and the state troopers in VA would used to pull your ass over as soon as they seen the out of town tag. Like if you
They
made
still
it through
do
here,
that.
you was like,
I wonder why that
They
is.
still do that.
I made it through here, whatever. So I mean, I did a lot of illegal stuff going back and forth.
I was
from
about to
New
say,
York.
I wonder why that is.
Nah, bro, I got pulled over the other day in a Porsche for no reason.
Yeah.
Plug.
Oh, there's a reason.
That wasn't.
Yeah.
Bro, he pulled me over. He was like, "Hey, your tags are registered to a white Audi." I was like, "Yeah, that's the car I traded in for this one. They transferred my tags."
Yeah.
He was like, "I pulled out. I got all the paperwork. In the,
I
I
don't
got all the
believe you.
paperwork in the car."
You should have sneezed, bro.
Abe was with me. Abe drove right by. I was like, "Abe ain't showing nigga a smoke signal."
You
Nothing like,
ain't
"Hey,
pull
the
over.
boys."
You ain't pull over, Abe. It's tough times.
Hey, so like, you know what I'm saying? But once he seen it, he's like, "Damn, this nigga do got a Porsche."
You should have put the camera on him and just start shooting. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever.
But nah, they do that shit.
Yeah, so that's why I kind of came up with the name Flavors.
That's hard.
That's why I thought of it like that or whatever, because it's so crazy that we wear so many different brands or whatever, right? And I will always mix brands or whatever. I'm not a person to say I won't wear this, I won't wear that. If it's dope, it's dope or whatever. So, and to me, that's Flavors. To still be able to take different things and put it together, and everybody got their own
hard. So
flavor.
Like when you mix all them Kool-Aid
diversity.
packets.
That's
hard.
exactly what we
Or the
built
Slurpee
on,
flavors?
diversity. Because if you come in my store now, you will still see diversity. You know what I mean? So I wanted to kind of put that into fashion to make it. And then it's so crazy. It's hard to try to do that and then not like be like, I don't know, like corny with it. Like it's about because usually if you say diversity, really as black people, like, do we really need to be diverse? You know what I mean? But you do. I mean, that's the world you live in. But I say that because
For
we don't really.
survival.
Yeah, but we don't really know ourselves the way we should.
That's
So
right. That's right.
Bro, that's why I want
That's
them to
right.
watch Hunter so we can talk about it. Cause Jewish,
We already
Y'all gotta
started-
watch
we,
this
we
one.
already started watching it.
Hunters is on
Amazon.
Amazon Prime.
Hunters, yeah.
Super
Is that the only
Fire.
place you can look at it?
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
Amazon original. Super Fire.
Hunters.
It's about people. Operation Paperclip. Them getting the Nazis in here.
Yeah.
They hunting the Nazis. But in there, I think it's a conversation we could have about our own shit. Cause like I was talking, before you came on, Casey, we used to talk about culture all the time, and I'd be like, well, what's black people's culture? Cause we
Do
say
a
pop
strip.
culture is our culture, but that's not. That's everybody.
That's a
Right.
joke.
Yeah.
But Jews got their own culture. If I'm from Trinidad, I got my own culture.
right.
If I'm from Jamaica, I got my own culture.
That's right.
What is a African? I'm from America, but I'm black.
Yeah.
What's my culture?
Jews
So
got their own
like
police.
growing up in Brooklyn, like you can go to like a Bensonhurst and it's all Jews.
Yeah.
You can go to Manhattan and you got Chinatown.
Correct.
There is no black town.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Oh, we got a black town.
Hey, I want to live in Black City.
But-
Let's make Black City.
But
We don't
what's
have
real though,
that.
when
We
you
don't
can go
have
into
Make it a
certain
thing.
Any city that they deem black, Baltimore, run the fuck down. DC before it was
Yeah.
gentrified, Rent was run the fuck down.
or even our most popular streets like Martin Luther King Boulevard.
It's
always
the
fucked
hood.
up.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Let me throw something at y'all.
We gotta grow
So
it.
who's that on? Is that on the government or is that on us? Because half the time we treating our shit like shit anyway.
Both.
Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
understand.
It's like the what they call it, the broken windows theory or whatever. When something
you
looks
got a
like
theory?
shit, you also treat it like shit.
Yeah, mentally, subconsciously, it brings your energy down. But
So,
we
okay,
gotta
okay.
think outside of that
But,
to the
I
point
mean,
where
what-
we know the only people that's gonna help us is us. So we need to clean up our own shit.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
so
like
kinda-
stocks. Like I'm
No,
gonna buy
but
the
we-
shit when it's down, and I'm gonna grow it.
Yeah, but nobody's been targeted, sabotaged,
Correct.
fucked over.
That's the other thing I was
Okay,
thinking
okay.
about.
We had-
Nobody's
yeah.
been
Okay,
railroaded.
Casey,
like
so
that.
what-
when
so
you're
what we
watching-
gonna do? We
No, because
gonna-
when you're
we gonna-
watching Hunters, you think about the Holocaust, and then you think about when it was. And that's like maybe 40 years removed.
Yeah.
But we was 400 years of
Son,
slavery.
they took a lot of time to fuck out the way
Hell
we think
yeah.
of. I mean,
It
they,
still happens
like,
today.
Like it's
But
when
what
people
was-
like, yo, is it our fault? I'm like,
It's-
you almost gotta step back and be honest, bro. They took
You
a
do.
lot of time to fuck us up.
It's
So
complicated
it takes a
as
lot of
fuck.
time to get us right. And then think about it. We get a lot of us that get put in these I would say prominent positions where you got a lot of bread. I always think,
But it's
just
something-
think about all the dudes in the NBA and all the dudes
But
in
it's
the
the
NFL,
one drop
right?
theory. It's the one drop
Hold
theory.
up, but why they Michael Jordan, LeBron, whatever, right? You just take about, let's say 20 of them. Why they can't fix downtown Chicago, downtown Detroit? I
'Cause they compromise.
I almost think that they're told that they can't.
The compromise. That's the one drop theory. You can't let a whole bunch of people in. You gotta let them in one at a time. So you can specifically focus on that one person you let become a billionaire, and you can he gets compromised. You can't let the floodgates open because then it's over.
Did they let Michael Jordan become a billionaire, or did we make him a billionaire?
No, well,
No,
I mean,
yeah.
they definitely allowed.
Both.
I mean, they
No,
can shut it
we
down.
made
right?
Michael
Both.
Jordan a billionaire.
Both.
I'ma say, yo.
Yeah, but
We highlight what's cool. We highlight what's fire. His shoes are the number. He make most of his money off what? What are you making money on? It ain't the fucking Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah,
No,
who they
it's definitely the shoes.
They marketed
Please.
to us though.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And who go buy it?
us.
They marketed
Exactly.
to us.
White
though.
people buy that shit too.
Yeah. Well,
When,
yeah.
when it was time for Michael Jordan to say something about some political shit, what he said? He said Republicans buy shoes too. So he know it.
Niggas.
Facts.
That's why I fuck with
That's
LeBron
what-
more anyway.
That's why I said. But that's why I said he's compromised. And one thing, yo,
So is
like
LeBron-
honestly,
We don't
our
get it.
history,
Bro, it's supposed to be about you,
I
man.
hate-
You got to
no,
go
but
about
I,
one
no,
side.
but he got. But
This is about him.
our history don't start
famous.
at Plymouth Rock, bro. Like it don't start at the United States. White people were slaves too at one point in time.
Indentured
but they
servitude
can
and
stay-
No,
take
they
that
were
shit back.
slaves at one point in time.
They can
Okay,
take
All
so-
races have had a period where they were slaves before.
400
but we,
years,
no,
though?
but we can't let that deter us. Though.
Honestly,
That's what I'm. Okay, so what are we
anybody
gonna do? What are we gonna
that
do?
works a 9
We
to
just
5
gonna-
and that's their only income is an indentured slave. I don't give a fuck what you say.
So what we gonna do? We just gonna be like, okay, we've been fucked over. Okay, let's lay down.
No, you really gotta understand the depth, first of all, to
Yes.
which you was fucked over. Because you it's not a light conversation to have.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
you
I think
really
we-
gotta go deep down and you gotta talk about the Moors, you gotta talk about
Exactly.
Spain, we gotta talk about the Vatican.
Okay,
like this
okay,
shit
okay,
really
but
go
that-
deep. We gonna do it, we gonna do it.
I got one
but
more
that's
thing,
what
though.
I'm talking about, Casey. We can't start our history at slavery because I think I think we get that.
That's
I
what
think we
said
get.
the
Chris,
fucking
you getting back to
Moors.
my message. We can't get back to the culture because we don't know it.
That's
a
what I'm
fact.
talking about, and I think we talk
That's a
about.
fact.
I
You
think
can't
we
say-
dwell. I think we dwell on slavery too much.
But there's nothing
not a
before
dwell.
that. Yeah, it's not a dwell. You
We
can't.
gotta know what the
you got-
fuck is.
Thank you. You
You
gotta
gotta know the
You gotta
play.
we
know.
know it. We know what's
No,
going.
we
So
don't
you talking
know
about
it.
you need to know the system.
No,
No.
you need to know the fucking play. You need
So
to
this
know
is-
where
So
you
black
came
people
from
don't know.
and how
That's
you got here.
the issue. That's all we
That's what my
know.
therapist told me.
That's the issue.
Time out. So you have like let's just compare it, right? So I'm watching Hunters. And you have all these Jewish people, but they know their culture.
Hello.
They know where they're from.
Hello.
They know their own language.
They mamas.
Thank you.
And
And they passed that along.
That's
saying-
the difference.
When they brought us-
the
You don't
same
know
thing.
that?
Bro, no, that's not true. When they brought us over here,
You
they
don't know
made
your
us be
mamas.
they made us be Christian.
You don't know that.
They taught us their religion.
None of us do.
Bro, come
That's
on,
the
man.
thing.
It's mad different.
Dude, I think
So
we
it's like
know-
when you're fighting for that, you know, like, oh, this is what I'm fighting for.
Kadeem, we saying the same thing. I think we know the oppression. I think we know the oppression.
I'm not talking about the oppression.
Okay, so
you keep
hold
talking
up.
about the beginning. You're talking about like, yo, we're gonna talk
We
about
gotta
slavery.
know when we was in rulership too. That gives us a different mentality on ourselves.
How many tribes are in
we
Africa?
We don't have a.
How many tribes are in Africa?
We don't have.
Are we Egyptian? Are we Nigerian?
We don't fucking know.
Exactly.
That's
That
the
was
bottom
mad
line.
different. That's
So
what I'm saying.
talking
So
about.
that's the reason.
We know
why,
we was kings,
why I
but
said
where
maybe,
at?
Maybe I shouldn't have said.
But when you say I'm Hebrew, you know where the fuck you at. Yeah, you took us on a tangent, bro.
no,
back.
but
That's a great point, though.
But that's why that is very valid. So that's why when I did it on diversity, it makes me go, should you really do it on diversity? Because we still got to be as one, right? Because I mean, we're not one by ourselves yet to say let's bring everybody else in. You know what I mean? So,
But I feel the
I've
same way
said
you do.
the same exact thing you said on this on a different couch, but I've said it on the couch before.
Yeah.
We were too quick to integrate. I've said that before.
Yes.
but
I
one thing
agree
I
with that.
noticed about us as black
Did
people,
we have a choice?
That's
First
what we
of all, did
we
we have
do
a
that
choice?
anyway.
We fought for that
We
shit.
fought for integration.
They didn't want us to
There was
come in.
segregation,
Yeah,
and we
but
could have
this
did
the
our own
thing,
thing.
Like, you
Yeah,
really,
we didn't fight to be ourselves. We fought to like be
Be part of
accepted.
theirs, yes.
So, so now we still kind of do the same thing. We don't,
Right.
You know what's? Damn, that's crazy.
But we don't-
that we fight each other every day, but we won't fight
That's
the
what
one.
I'm talking about.
Yep.
I literally saying that to my dad the other day. I was like, yo, you know what? I was watching this video of my little brother the other day. Hood video, niggas in the hood with guns, banana clips, all that shit. I'm like, yo, all that shit looks good. But
I don't
we
think it
going
does.
all them
Doesn't-
no, but I'm saying if it's aimed in a different direction, it's gonna be all them bullets gonna be used on each other.
I never
But when
heard a nigga
somebody
be like, I never heard a nigga in that song be like, yeah, if I see a Chinese nigga or a white man, we always kill the
Right,
next nigga right
that's-
next to you.
But
That's
that's
what I'm-
proximity. Everybody kills who's around them.
No,
But we
no,
can't-
I never.
we're not
I ne-
afforded.
I like
we're
that.
Not, but no,
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 I
that's
never heard a
true.
Chinese
That's
dude be like,
true.
yo, I can't stand
That's
this Chinese
true.
nigga.
That's
Because
true.
that wasn't bred into them. Like
that's-
you,
well,
that's
that's
what I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying.
I'm the poster child for accountability.
Yeah, that's what I'm
but
saying.
when you really get into history, I ain't talking about just a glaze over. You really got to get into Operation COINTELPRO.
Yeah.
Like you got to get into this
Facts.
shit, and you be like, God damn, they went to these links to really fuck
Yes.
us over.
They
You
fucked us
got
over on
to
the
get
max.
into that.
Yeah, that's
because
what I'm
it's
saying.
just different.
And
Like, it's just
Casey,
different.
what's that gonna show you? That there's a war. There's
It's
a war.
gonna show you-
Casey, I'm with you. I'm with you.
You just asked me a question.
But I'm saying
That's what
What's-
Keith was doing.
no, but
Oh, okay.
no, but I'm saying
Oh, okay.
it's gonna show us that we are at war. That's what it's gonna show us, and we need to. And that's what we
Bro,
need
this
to.
is supposed to be about the sweatshirt.
So hold on,
It
so-
is about the sweatshirt.
we went in.
It definitely is though. I mean, because real rap, like I said, to be around that many different people on an everyday basis, you still also learn that there's different cultural beliefs and understanding the way
And
they
that's
think or
always my
whatever.
thing, though. We don't have our own.
We don't.
But the
culture
one
as
thing,
as
That's the
as
whole
a
conversation.
Americanized black person.
but some
I
of
don't
the
know
but some of the things that we like to do that brings us all together, no matter how different we are or where we from, is
Fashion, music.
is fashion, music.
But that's popular
So-
culture. That's
no,
for everybody.
right.
Music,
so that's
music is a component of real culture.
so that's
Oh,
why
but
that's
see,
why I
but-
do
but-
that.
and
They
fashion.
took country music from us. That was for black people. Jazz, all that shit is.
But you
us.
have so
Kadeem,
many groups.
Kadeem, but see,
You have so many
see what you
groups.
just said? They took it from us. You know what I'm saying?
Matter of fact, no, we sold it to them.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
We, like
No,
Casey
we-
said,
we
we
made
need
money off
some
that.
Y'all better do
accountability.
some history
there's,
lessons, okay?
There's a war out on us, and a lot of us don't really understand that. We don't want to believe that. Once we say you take
The war been out on us, dog. That ain't
that's
nothing
what
new,
I'm
like-
talking about. We get that, but our whole group don't get that. And I'm not even gonna dwell on that either. We need to start focusing on people who understand the game, understand where we at, and we need to move with them. One thing about people, they are not all gonna move at the same time. We know, understand trends, we understand fashion, all that stuff. People not gonna really jump on something until it's hot, until it's already established.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Agree, like the pod.
saying? Yeah.
However,
Some people don't want to
only
create
want
the
what
way
they
they want
think
to
is
ride the
already
wave.
However,
That's why
a
you
lot
gotta
of us
fake it till you
don't
make it.
really understand the depths to which this shit goes. And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but I didn't either.
Casey,
Like,
you're-
I spent all last year with Dr. Sebi's and his kids and
Yeah.
all of that shit. When you really get into the fucking fuckery
Yeah.
that we've been exposed to for years and years, you be like, God damn, this shit is really deep.
Okay,
Yeah.
Casey, let me ask you a question. When we get into all that and we understand what's going on, we understand the oppression, then what do we do?
I mean, for
Then
her-
you have better information.
Then you
like,
can better
God
combat
damn,
it.
y'all did all this to keep my black self from being my best self.
That's when
Then
you should
something
know-
in you wake up.
that's when you should
get
know
that
right there that there's
exactly.
something must be real special
Something
about
must be
me,
real
boy.
special
'Cause
about this
you went to
melanin.
big lengths to stop
went to
us from
big
being
lengths.
who we are, taking off our square.
To
or
this
whatever.
day.
Yeah,
they put in a lot of work,
They
man.
put forth all those operations and all that stuff, and honestly, I think it's to just keep people in a certain place too. But for us,
Nah,
it's
it's
double.
something about this black skin.
I'm not. For us, it's definitely triple and multiplied on us. And it's for a reason, because we are the biggest threat. That's understood. I see what you're saying with that. When you see how much they come at us, it'll make you, but most people don't even think like that, for one. When you coming down on somebody, they're not gonna think, oh, they coming down on me because of my potential. They're not really.
That's why you got to get into the history. Like, I really didn't understand either till I started fucking with these government museums and shit like that. Like, now I understand why it's so important for us to have platforms like this, why it's so important for me to spread my message and you to do yours. I fucking get it now. Mm-hmm. But you really got to go down that rabbit hole and be like, God, like, in your regular mind, you walking around just thinking, oh,
yeah, you got to understand the matrix.
You're not really thinking they will do this and this and this and this and this to keep you down here.
You got to understand them. You got to understand the matrix and
it's
all that
almost
stuff.
so crazy that it makes you afraid to even talk what you know, because you see what they do to people who try to make big changes. So in the fear tactic, it's crazy. Like they spend a lot of time planting fear in us.
We're going through it right now.
They try to keep and think about, look what they're doing now. So they have so much fear out there for you to, when you go, so what do we do now?
There's a lot of
it's a lot of people that have the resources to kind of start changing stuff, but they get to the point, in my opinion, that they already good personally. So why do they care now? Because now, when they make it, as soon as they make it, they talk about the same niggas that was in the same neighborhoods where you came from. They go, oh yeah, you broke that. Nigga, you was just there 2 weeks ago. So when they make it, then they completely separate from the neighborhood or whatever. And now there's no change in the neighborhood. They just drive back through there. Yeah, I remember this. What are you doing? They're trying to bring the next 5 or 6 up. And I don't know if it's their responsibility, but I'm saying that when the people go, what do we do when we get a chance to have resources to make?
Because they get holed out, they get pimped out.
They get pimped
that's
out.
That's a fact. And that's why that's why I'm saying that one drop. They let a few people through. It's a tunnel hole. So they let a few people through to the point where they feel like they made it. They so oppressed to the point where you give them $5, they feel like, yo, I'm good now. You know what I'm saying?
And then they think they're different from the rest.
And then they separate.
Yeah,
it was a news. It was like
I actually don't like niggas that have a problem with, like, if I'm, we talking regular, we say, oh, nigga, what you talking about? Whatever. They be like, oh, I'm not a nigga. Like, yes, you are.
It was something that I seen. It was like a video, right? And they had like these white dudes talking, and they was like sitting in the meeting or whatever, and they was like, I'm gonna say how I put it together. Let's say, so one of the dudes came and was like, yeah, we gonna let him be a part. And the guy was like,
pulling a Chris.
And I think one of the dudes was like, yeah, let him be a part. He was like, yeah, but he's black. He was like, yeah, but let him be a part. Because once we put him on,
I know what you're talking about.
He'll make a lot of money. And the other dudes, they won't like him because he'll be different.
I think that was a movie or a show. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, that's wicked as hell.
No, that's really what it is. And I watched this interview. It's called Dinner with a White Supremacist, and he really laid it out flat. It's really simple. White people are scared of being, I won't say white people, but the white elites are scared of their people being wiped out. It's a genealogical warfare.
And it's already going down.
Exactly.
And to be honest with you,
because the black gene is dominant.
That's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say. Dark brown eyes, black hair, black skin, dominant genes. When you see a white person and a black person make a child, that child's gonna come out and
it's
9.9 times out of 10, they're gonna look black. They're gonna be black. So they're scared of being wiped out. That's why I say, like, I get what y'all saying. You got to understand the government. You got to understand all the tactics, because it's a 3-dimensional. Man, bro, we are surrounded by shit. It's good to understand that, but it's kind of like, are we going to keep just being like, yo, they got this, they got that? We have to take accountability for our position first. That's why accountability is so important. We can't lean the blame on our state on other people. If a person comes into your house and takes your shit, it's not their fault, it's your fault. You should have took them the fuck out. Black men lost the war. Honestly, we didn't lose
the war like that.
We did.
No,
we got
That's
killed.
why you gotta go back and read
We
your
got
history.
killed. No,
well, you know how we lost the war? Because we were trying to educate them, and they pulled the 52 fake out. Yeah, that's how we lost it.
Who was black men supposed to protect?
We're
not supposed to cater to them. That's what I'm talking about. We lost the war. That's why I say you got to take accountability.
You gotta go do the history.
So, Casey, whose fault is it that we're in the state that we're in?
If you're trying to civilize another nation, that's not necessarily a bad thing. You're just trying to glean and show them some shit. If niggas is walking on their hands and feet, and you're like, y'all motherfuckers are slow. So let me give you some game, and then you turn around and pull the 52 fake out on me because I'm trying to be a good neighbor to you. Yeah. That's a different thing.
Okay.
I didn't come with you with a bow and arrow. Like, nigga, what's up? I came to you on some old. I'm gonna give you this blanket and the shit got fucking SARS on it. That shit is different.
So I get it. So if a man takes advantage of a woman Whose fault is it? There's no accountability on the woman for choosing a fucked up man.
No.
What you mean?
You can't put.
So
it
you
on
just gonna?
What?
So
What?
we can't take. We shouldn't take any
I think you need to go
accountability.
take some
What?
African
We can't.
studies and
We
get a little
can't take
deeper.
any accountability for.
Christopher Featherston.
We
It's not
can't
about
take
accountability.
any. Yes, it is.
You
We
can't
have
talk
to.
about accountability if you're not gonna talk
While
about the
we're
fucking facts.
while we're crying about what they did to
Who
us, we're not
crying?
gonna be. I'm trying to tell you, we have
Who
to take
crying?
accountability for where we're
Black
at.
people take accountability every day.
Well, how? How? Most of them are talking about what
Everything
somebody
they
else
do
has done
is
to
based
them.
on us. What you talking about?
What somebody else has done to them.
Listen.
That's what
Oh,
most
we
black men
potting
Not
today.
about what nobody else has
potting.
done.
We
You
potting.
have to
Might have to go past the
understand
little
the
90-minute
fucking
mark.
history and the fact that
Okay,
you're sitting
so we're
here
gonna keep dwelling on what they did to
No,
us.
it's not
I mean,
a 12.
I don't think that neither one. I think she
potting
totally
today.
agrees with you. But when you
And I just
No,
said
You
but
she
can't
did.
just gloss over that shit.
Yeah,
Like,
you
you
just
can't,
said-
it's not a gloss over situation because it's still playing out today. If I did some shit to your grandmother's grandmother,
Yeah,
fucking
it's
600
embedded.
years ago,
Casey, ain't no
Casey, and it's still playing out today. You
I
can't go back
understand.
and negate that. You
You
can't
have-
do
that's
that.
a fact.
I'm
man.
not
You can't
saying
do that.
that. You have to know your opponent. I get it, but we have to
This
take.
ain't about knowing your opponent. It's about knowing your fucking self. And if your history is
That's
lost,
major.
how the fuck you gonna know it?
It's not about
That's
knowing
a
your
fact.
opponent.
I ain't give a fuck either till I really start digging into the shit. And I'm like, God damn.
So you're digging
Y'all did
into-
all this to
They
stop us?
did stuff to take us, bro.
Man,
we don't
please.
know.
They
We
stripped
don't
You
us
know
no
down
our
to the
fucking
bone,
opponent.
clue
bro.
how far these
So
niggas will go.
when I say knowing your opponent, it's not about knowing your opponent. It's about knowing yourself. And then when I say you need to know your history, you need to know your opponent. When I say you need to look
not
past
talking about nobody
slavery,
but us.
it's about what white
talking
men
about
did to
us.
us.
I'm
Then
talking
when I
about
say
us.
no, but it's like you keep flip flopping.
No, ain't no flip-flop.
because
I'm
it's
talking
like
about us.
She hasn't flip flop.
no,
I'm
but
talking
she
about
just
my
said you need to know
history.
yourself, and I said you need to know
It's
your
a
history.
problem
Then
that
she,
But you-
it's-
we
my
don't-
white
but that's the
neighbor
thing. That's
can
what we
go
keep
back
saying.
7 generations
We don't know
to fucking
ourselves.
Scotland and pull up her family
Exactly.
crest. I can't do
Exactly.
that.
We can't
I'm not
do
looking
that.
at nobody else about
Exactly.
that. I'm just saying when you can do that, it give you a different
Shit,
fucking,
even some of the
it
immigrants
give
that
you a
came
different
through Ellis
posture.
Island
That's all
can
I'm
go
saying.
back and see where they people signed,
Yeah.
whatever. Where's that at
I'm
first,
not
Chris?
poo-pooing
Our
that. I'm
shit
saying,
be,
I'm saying
scribbled
Even the
out,
African American
erased.
History Museum
Come on,
at
bro.
DC.
I
is
am
some
not
shit.
Come on.
poo-pooing
We
knowing
the most
yourself.
resilient motherfuckers out here. That's that. Like,
Yeah, that's a
please,
fact,
that's
though.
a fact.
We got hype when Black Panther came out.
Please.
No,
Hype
you know
is
what's
a
crazy?
bitch.
I gotta pee.
I've been
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That's the first time I
would guess I would say unfortunate enough.
How
to,
you
like,
feeling
to
though?
be-
You
to be
drinking
in
that
the
Knob
prison
Creek?
Needed
system,
to.
right? As you know, I've been unfortunate enough to be in the prison system. Right? However you look at it, fortunate, unfortunate. So when she said like we some of the most resilient people, right? So you put people in a cage and you lock them up, right? I've been in there, right? Don't know none of these niggas from nowhere, Rikers Island, whatever. Like we don't know none of these people, right? 3 months later, it may be time for me to go or whatever because I'm maybe going up to another, to do time here or maybe getting out. And you see niggas like, damn, bro, I'm a man, right? So we take bad fucked up situations and turn them into
Something
look at where we at, right? Even a term when we like, yo, nigga, but we hate when somebody say that to us. But to us, it's like
It's a family.
it's like a
Yeah.
whatever, right? So even what we've been through, like he's like, it's up to us. We gotta take accountability. I mean, we do. But it still doesn't negate that they took a very strategic program
most
and worked that
strategic.
shit for so long
Yes.
to have it to where
Centuries.
right now you can't even sit beside her and she have her opinion, you have yours, and be like, oh yeah, I got it.
No, but I feel
no,
Casey.
but I know
feel
y'all
Casey.
respect each other, but you see how long for them to go, yeah, we should fuck these niggas up. Oh yeah, I'm with you. Bam, they already
That's
on
all they
it.
gonna
For
do.
us
Yeah.
to be like, yeah, I got
You say
you.
martial law, and white people be like, oh, let's get our guns. We
Got
gonna
it.
run down on
Yeah,
these
this is what we
niggas.
doing. They
Yeah.
don't have no beef about
We
what
be
they're
like,
trying to do to
well,
us.
but that's-
We got
that's-
beef about how we get out of it, but they already
That's-
they 100 on what they doing to us.
All I'm saying is that's how it starts with accountability, dog. That's how I feel. In my opinion, I feel like the unity starts with accountability. We say, oh shit, we are in control of our destiny. Nobody else.
I don't think so.
Nobody.
Not entirely.
I think it's the word that throws
Well,
everybody
hold
off
on,
because he's right, but she's saying you got to know yourself. So he's saying so
but-
take
yeah, both-
account
both-
on knowing yourself.
Both.
When
both
he
the
says
same
both are
thing.
You can't
important.
say I'm gonna take accountability for myself and then still work for the system that you trying to go against. You can't do that.
Well, I think if you take accountability for self and you find out who you are, then maybe you won't work with this system.
We
that's
won't know who we are. We're gonna have to figure out some new shit because
Right.
they erased that.
Our history
Right.
is gone.
Even if I do 23andMe, I don't know if I'm trusting that.
fact.
And I think they just copying my shit to know where the fuck I'm at all the time.
That's a fact. If we
Valid.
using their shit, to find out
We
about
the
our
children of
facts, they
Israel,
do.
man. A lot of people believe that too.
So we got to travel. I mean, we definitely got to travel.
That's how,
to-
but,
Side
that's why-
note, it
when
is
you watch
a black
Hunters, you
ancestry
really
thing.
see how like
it's
Say
owned by
that.
a black company. It is one of those.
What?
I forgot what the fuck it's called, but it's a Black ancestry thing that will tell you what tribe you came from. As far if they can find it, if they can find that information, it's owned by a Black woman. I forgot what the fuck it's called, but it's there. It exists.
Even if we are the Israelites, there's still 12 tribes of inside the Israelites that we would figure out where we're designated at, and I don't know how to find that.
I love the way the conversation went. I really wanted bro to talk about his brand and these fire soft ass.
Hey,
valid. That's true.
It speaks to his synopsis on his company.
For sure. Yeah, no, we still in the vein of like what he was talking about diversity and all that, but
I tell you what,
I'm
glad you brought it back, and I want to speak on, but I'm glad that I can speak. We was talking about this, and it went there because then that means that fashion or whatever doesn't even have to be limited to just I'm wearing some clothes.
Of
course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
that's
I just thought about. I mean, that's big in a sense because when I did it for us. Because I mean, you keep it a stack. We are the flavor. Like, it is what it is. That's the reason why they work so hard to try to go against us, because they got it. As soon as we let them into something, they take it. We put them into basketball. We let 3 or 4 people do it. They run the league. Everywhere you look, it's like 9 dudes on the court. They all Black. You know what I mean? You got, but the owners. And then eventually you start letting us coach. We can run the league. And then, you know what I'm saying? We can coach better teams. And now you let us be owners. And I'm like, we take over everywhere they go. So that's probably another reason why they make it so hard for us to get into certain spots, because they recognize these niggas are elite, and when they find out they're elite, we in trouble. So, and then if I can spin it back to flavors, that's why I'm like, I don't want to be able to give y'all nothing to where you got to go, it's all right. I mean, but he fucked up, whatever.
Nah,
so you can ask
quality.
him. The first shirt I did was a real to real tee, right? It was called the real to real, right? Because in hip hop they use the real to real, but I put the words REAL because I feel like if you knew hip hop, then you know, the real to real. He's talking to me. But I use that as a baby, so I didn't have to put flavors out there to kind of test the market. Because you all know when you got an idea with something, you go to one dude, I want to do this. All right, I'll get to you in about 2 weeks. He don't hit you back. Yeah. And then you got to go to another dude. Y'all want to do, now you got all these people with your ideas.
Nobody's going to be as passionate about your baby than you.
Right, so I use something else to practice with it. So when I found out, like, okay, so I had to run over the hill and take all of those bullets, you know what I mean, to find out, this is how you do it. And then, so the way I got to this quality is a dude in Pakistan where they do cut and sew, right? Yeah. So I still feel like I'm only...
Anybody that fuck with fashion though, when they hit that cut and sew.
You know what I think about? I thought about Denzel on American Gangster when he went over to the dude and I'm going over there.
Skipped over.
I tell Avery all the time, like, you got to go over there because he has it, but I think the way he presents to me, when I go over there, I'm like, you ain't even tell me you had this, and this. I need that.
They gonna know you serious.
And then it takes it takes a lot of it takes a lot of money to to do something on your own or whatever. Because this is actually I want to say this month or next month is the year that yeah.
All right.
And
we just passed our year 2, brother.
That's what I'm talking about. And because most of us in a business, you don't last a year. If it's a small business, you probably done already. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or you too far under to even want to keep going or whatever. Yeah, it's too much. So I guess even to be sitting here, and then I like when in the beginning when you said, he gave us these hoodies, I would want them to know. No, they bought these hoodies. Everybody in here, they bought the hoodies. But I say that to say that we'll spend a lot of time. We'll give our product away to try to get it in certain places because our people won't even. They won't even buy it.
And I told them that when we started the shoot, I was like, no, I bought these hoodies. I was like, I prefer to break bread. I prefer to even if G-Man and them are helping us with the pod, if they're doing something it costs money for them to do this.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Let me put my money into my own community too. So I always want to I know you would have gave them to us or gave them to me for the discounts. Like, nah, bro, hit me for whatever.
I respect that to the fullest, yo. Because most of the time we don't do that with each other.
If you go in,
if I'm Black and you Black, you want it from me for free.
It's so crazy.
No,
but it's like,
especially when the quality is there.
Oh man,
y'all don't be at Louis asking for a discount
at all. No, he's right.
Y'all be at Gucci asking for the payment plan.
He's right.
They never even say that.
Glad to give up your $800.
It was almost crazy that I didn't even want to be known as the person that ran it. You can talk to Abe. I didn't even want you to know that it was me. For first of all, because you found out that it's me, you don't even like you know what? You will find a reason not to like me, so you don't have to support the business.
They go in the store and see you got all the heat.
What's
I'm like, what the fuck are you mad at that for?
What's the owner of Essence? What's his name? He had a white dude accompany him because he didn't want anybody to know that it was him.
People always ask me like, "Will you get a store?" I say, "If I did, you would never know that it's my store."
Yeah. That's how it should be though.
You use another face. I know it is.
So I'm saying like
people want what they think is already hot, and they also want it from a white person.
I think we crave the spotlight more than anything. You know what I'm saying? We crave the spotlight more than actual stability.
You can ask him, son. I tried to dodge it for so long, yo. I tried to dodge it like for so many different reasons. First of all, you can work with some certain companies. They don't really want you to do nothing else on your own. So I've been fortunate enough to put so much into the other company to where I'm winning in their eyes that they, I guess they can say they really have no reason to question what I can do for them because I'm winning in their eyes. But I'm like, you still kind of losing on yours because that's not, even like what Damon said, like you hustling for your first name when you with them, but it's your last name when it's with you. So, and they all for it as long as you putting up the numbers for them and they're Fortune 500 company and they bubbling, but you start doing something for you, it could be different.
It's a problem. I mean?
But I think companies will start realizing that some of their best creators are working for them, and they always preach innovation.
Keep your enemies close. I'm trying to tell you that's what it's
about. How you gonna talk innovation and not listen to the young Kanye or the young Virgil that works for you?
Oh, they listening. But they're not gonna give you credit.
Hell
or they don't, or they can be so stupid to let you go, and then you come back and 3 years later they be buying your product.
Yeah, now they're your partner or they buying your shit.
Or your competition.
So I
try and give you a shitty contract.
So one of my peoples that I knew, he actually I would say to somebody trying to start off doing this or whatever that the best thing to do is just start, because that was like
always just start,
bro. Because when you got that ball rolling. And it's rolling, and then you look up and like, damn, I'm making moves. But if you keep like, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. It's like the ball goes like
that's
this.
That's people's hardest thing when they start their own shit.
Just start, yo. You just gotta start. There's no magic to it. You just start, and
you'll learn along the way.
And I met a guy that was fortunate enough to say that he was cool enough to say, I'm gonna put you on to somebody. You know, people don't usually do that.
Yeah, because we scared.
But I had already ran into a couple, bumped my head here, bumped my head there. This person doing this. Oh, this takes too long. I tried the like the drop. I forget
drop
what
shipping?
It was. Yeah, but it was like damn, what is it? So what you can say, if I put a shirt up on the site, you order it. They'll fulfill the order for me, get it out to you. Say if I charge you $25, they may take say 12,
cash on delivery.
And I get 10. The thing with that is, if you order a shirt Monday, you might not get it to the next Monday. And I'm like, I can't do that, because especially in this time right now, like even this like this is popping, but I'm like, I want to do something for you tomorrow because something is coming up. So I needed a way to kind of speed up what I wanted to have. So now I'm even learning to even less quantities and then more variety. More variety. Yeah. So I want to give you might not want to wear a hoodie tomorrow. I want you to have a t-shirt. I want you to have the socks. And I want to be able to be in the store one day and be like, damn, everything I got on is mine.
That's hard.
You know what I mean? Like it's at least one article or what I have on, a piece of clothing, belongs to me, because then you constantly investing in yourself. Yeah. Like I was with this I guess I give them like this company Amway, right? And I was like they entrepreneurs. To be honest, I never been around the most influential, helpful people in my life. Like none of us know each other, right? But you see how today is almost like we all cool, right? So the white doctor, the Asian lawyer, the longshoreman or whatever, right? I walk into the house and none of these people knew me, and walk right in and everybody's like, I couldn't even, bro, it took me about a week to be like, damn, they actually, y'all really, this shit is true. Because I'm trying to see how I can keep coming to these rooms and none of these people know me, but all of them are like,
but you know what that is? Like
they just welcome you in, but they have a different mentality.
That goes to what y'all was arguing, which, like I said, I don't disagree. It's about knowing yourself. When you know yourself, you're comfortable. You're not threatened by everybody else.
And they knew what the common goal was. The common goal is that you want to be successful, and you do too. So we got that one common goal. I don't care where you've been in your life. Right. You say you want to get here. All right, so let's get here. So, and I say that to say that's the kind of how I kind of looked at what I wanted to do, because somebody's gonna tell you no, right? You ain't. So that's cool. You looking for the no. You just bypass the no and go to the yes.
Yeah, right. Detours.
Like when I've been knowing Son for years. I've been knowing Avery for years or whatever, right? When he seen certain things that I was doing, and it's crazy that we don't even know how to take certain help, right? He jumped right in, bro. Let's work. Let's get it popping, yo.
And sensitive.
Like that,
Yo, so I'm like, but that makes you think that, you know what? It's still. You can move with this shit. Like you almost get to the point that as who we are, we don't think that we can do shit because there's no one around you that really want to help you do shit.
That's slave mentality, bro.
Yo, but it's I mean that was real. So that was one thing that motivated me about doing flavors and not even doing it, but believing that it actually can happen. Because there's one thing about I want to do this, but when you look around and your peers don't really, I would say co-promote or even like I'm gonna big you up. Yeah, like yo, it's hard. So I'm like, you know what? It almost makes you want to go create the wave from somewhere else.
Yeah, black people are skeptical of anything.
But anybody, nobody's ever gonna believe in your idea like you do because they never seen it done. Especially when you come in with,
especially not black people.
Because the first thing I said when I put this shit on was like,
I was like, God damn.
quality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's thick, but I'm not hot.
Yeah,
It's
we've
thick,
had
but I'm not
all
hot.
these
It
different
feels
debates
good. I'm not
about starting a
itchy.
clothing brand, and like you said, you want to wear something that's yours every day. I know other dudes that got their own clothing brands, but then when I see them out, like if we go to like a party or whatever, he ain't got his own shit on. He got on Supreme. He got on.
That's what I didn't want.
He got on whatever the fuck. He got on Bape. He got on whatever. He don't want to wear his own shit.
That's what I didn't want to do.
Yeah, you making stuff that you want to wear on your own, and the quality is there that you be like, yo, I'm not even missing on nothing.
I felt bad.
Yeah, bro.
I felt bad if I go to a place. I thought like the gold tips was you know what I mean, like different things like this was a nice accent, but
I didn't
like you go
notice
places.
These are
you ain't noticed the
you
tip.
you
You
go
a
to
whole
places,
liar.
right? You go on your trip or whatever, right? And you can't wait to get at a certain club or in front of a certain building to take that picture with your I don't know, with your off-white belt on and And I'm just looking like they ain't giving me shit back, right? Yeah. But I respect. It's crazy because I'll never knock the brands because I got on somebody else's brand right now.
We like that shit, yeah.
But I'm saying like, let me mix some flavor in with that. You know what I mean? Let me put something in with that or whatever. But I wanted the person to be able to put it on, and I didn't have to explain why it's not right. Yeah. So I told the dude like, no, I wanted to when somebody puts it on, they're like, yo, I like the way it feel. And then when I tell them what's the cost, they like, that's it? Yeah. You know what I mean? Because usually that person think that they make you something halfway good, they got to charge you rent.
For what I paid for the hoodies, I was, bro.
And that's what I would rather
pleasantly surprised when I put it
that's
on.
That's how you get that long lasting
super soft cotton.
The first thing he told me,
this shit right
you only charging this? When I told him the price, he said, you only charging this? You should be. And I was like, you know what? Blue Magic. He's like, nah.
I was literally about to say that. I was like, that's why he went to fucking.
He said, nah.
My Frank Lucas,
he said, nah, I'm gonna go under them a little bit, and I'm gonna give you better shit. Mm-hmm. So somebody else might have might have the, let's just say, your man might be one of the biggest dudes in where you at, so he can kind of co-sign what you got, and yours might be getting a little bit more light. But it's if you keep pushing, the flavor's always gonna the cream will rise to the top. You know what I mean?
Right.
This hoodie for what it costs. This is at least I would say $150 hoodie. See, this is a nice hoodie.
And I respect that, bro. Like he told me, you should be in charge of more. I listened to him a little bit.
When he sent me the price, I was like, I got that. That's one hoodie from other places I buy hoodies.
I like the weighted. I like weighted hoodies. Like heavy.
But it still breathes though. Still breathable.
Exactly. Like
I'm pleasantly surprised.
I'm gonna have to link with him to figure out where we can get the just.
I know this is like a small thing. This is a small thing, but it fucking matters. The tips are like all the way encapsulated. Yeah. It ain't no edges poking out.
And gave us all extra shit.
And some Viking shorts.
I got some Viking shorts.
Some Viking shorts.
Fuck, my ass better look so good.
That shit hard.
The rhinestone joint.
Never.
You got the rhinestone joint.
I know he got the biker shorts for the bitches with the thick hips.
No. But so I did notice that like I said though, you gotta have a lot of capital to keep like. Because the people was like, yo, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that?
Yeah, right.
Like, did you buy it?
Did you buy it?
You know what? You know what? That might be why people keep their 9 to 5.
When people hit me up and be
you
like,
use your 9 to 5, man.
Mm-hmm. It's a foundation.
You should.
So when somebody go a 9 to 5, nigga, I'm like, that's just a foundation.
Should be a 9 to 5.
I remember Wu-Tang said, working hard can help you maintain the loan to overcome the heartaches and pain. So I remember that, like, so you still got the grind, my nigga. Like, everybody's not born into success.
We don't have
not
the
even success. Everybody's not born into that silver spoon, that gold spoon where you can
or
take
even having the knowledge.
Yo, that job.
Everybody's not born into the knowledge.
Use your job, bro.
They taught me how to manage people. I can run the show now.
Right.
I've been doing it for 10 years for you,
bro.
So I know if I get
you can run a multi-million-dollar company. Cause I know where you work, and I know that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's numbers.
Experience.
Yeah, I've been to this ring or whatever that they give you, this for doing certain things. I'm like,
that's from
and this is it's a gold ring from.
We don't gotta talk about it. We don't gotta talk about where it's from, right?
That's a fact. So, but it's just that's what. So imagine if they gave me this, then what did they get off of me?
Right.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I'm saying though, just like you said
That's
though,
that Master P mentality.
we know how to
again.
run these companies. You know what I mean. Even the dudes that was in the trenches doing what they did every day, hustling. You know how to run a company. So that 9 to 5 niggas thing, I'm like, yo, you use that as a foundation, bro. I met him doing this.
In most
that
cases,
9 to
you're
5,
gonna
I
be
met
undersold
him.
on your worth, man. In most cases, probably all, you're gonna be undersold on your worth.
Facts, and that's a fact. So
And that's just how you got to think about it.
So I would say that we definitely don't want to be limited to just the 9 to 5. We want to have the multiples to you get to the point where you can triple that 9 to 5 and be like, I'm out.
Yeah, it's just about up here, man. When you just like, oh, I'm comfortable. Well, and some people just comfortable. If that's just, and that's why I said it's just about on your outlook on life. Some people just like, oh, I got this 9 to 5. I'm making this certain salary that I wanted to make.
Hey.
I'm cool. But if you want to really establish something,
Relax.
you got to use it. Use it to your advantage.
I think when you being creative or you want to do your own thing, it's like
Relax.
at a certain point, like I was making the money I was making, and even then I was like, yo, I want to break out. I want to do my own thing. I don't want to. Yeah, because it don't matter how much you make. When you make a certain amount, they think they own you.
Yeah.
You making 6 figures, that white dude that you got to call every week for a one-on-one,
they think they know your worth.
he feel like he own you.
Hey,
I've had a nigga
y'all-
tell me, bro, white man tell you belligerent, he called you a nigga, bro.
He said belligerent.
Oh, bro, all the time.
That's a nigga.
Yo, that's basically when they. Anyway, like I'm saying, bro, they think they own you. So like, if at one point I knew like, yo, I can't do this forever. I don't care what they paying me.
Yeah.
I'd rather. I told myself when I first remember I was personal training. I said, bro, if I could make 50,000 personal training, I'll quit my job. I will take a pay cut of 50% and do this on my own than to have this nigga tell me when I need to go here and when I
Right.
need to be there and you need to fly here and why ain't your expense
Because your
reported?
time, because you hold your
It ain't even
time.
time.
your
It
time.
ain't
It was
even
his
time,
conviction.
bro.
That's what he was
It ain't
standing
even
on.
time,
like-
bro. It ain't even about my time. It's about like you don't own me, bro. They think they own you at a certain point because you gotta feed your kids, and you gotta pay your bills, and you gotta do this, and this. And I'm like, bro, if I could do these things and be just like getting by on my own, I'd rather do that.
Facts, bro.
I'd much rather do that than have a nigga tell me where I
Yeah.
need
And
to
a
be.
lot of people don't want to take that lifestyle cut either.
Yo,
for
this
themselves.
lady,
Oh, bro, that's
I was talking to
a
this
belief
older
in
lady
yourself when you do that.
about the same thing, and she said, "Dang, I would want to do that, but it's just so easier for me to go to work." Like she was like, I'd probably say older, so she was like, I'll say maybe 50, but she was like, "Dang, I admire people that can do that. It's just so scary."
And
not
she's
to go to
right.
the job."
She's right though.
She was
Because
like,
it's
she
hard
keeping
to
it
run
a buck.
business.
I'm sure it's scary, and I ain't gonna lie. I didn't do it until I had like a nest egg. Like I could be like, you know what, fuck this job.
Yeah.
And they gave me money on the way out.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna front like I just jumped out the window like fuck y'all. But I was already thinking about it like, yo, I don't feel
That's what I'm saying. It's not even about. It's just about just changing your mentality, man.
You wasn't gonna fail, bro. when you
Your
did it,
job,
so
your
you
9 to
already-
5 is not your world. That's not who you are. Like,
Yeah.
you're more than
a
just
lot of people. That's your world.
Yeah.
You spend most of your time there. You spend more than 50% of your time there.
Yep.
You
That's
don't know
a
how many
fact.
times I get in an argument about, I spend more time at work than with you, so I feel a ways when you got other shit going on.
I felt
That's a beef.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's
Even
why
with my people, I kind of feel more responsible for them. I told one of my DMs before, and he was like, I'm like, yo, I'm not his uncle or whatever. And he was like, you kind of are.
Yeah, no, for real.
He sees you, he probably sees you more than you
he
see
sees
his
real
family.
uncle,
So
yeah.
I never. He told me that 9 years ago. I never forget. So my people, you can ask him. I treat them more like people because I'm like, yo, they so vital, and they look up to you in so many different ways that you don't realize sometimes because you influence. You took
around
this
them
person
all the
from
time.
making $60 or whatever, or making nothing, and now you give them $500 a week, and this person you took them from making $500 a week to, every 2 weeks to $1,000 every 2 weeks. They like 19 and 20. You just made a big difference, and you know what I mean.
Right.
And they're like, you know what I mean, impacting on them. So I'm like, I never really let that. I don't take that for granted. And then at the same time though, you still want to. Now I'm responsible to take to another level.
You just want to feed their mentality.
Facts.
You want to be around people like young Ron when he was coming around here. When I first met him, I was working at Best Buy. That wasn't my only stream of income. I had other shit going on. I had other things I was doing. But I always wanted to tell him, like, bro, this ain't the end for us. Like, you can do other things.
ain't
When I was
your
working at
rest,
Apple,
man.
this ain't the end for me, bro. And when they stop wanting to advance me, I'm going to be out. I know my worth. So when it's like somebody not giving me what I
Heard
know I
that.
deserve, I'm out of this bitch. I don't give a fuck
Heard
what you talking
that.
about.
Cut it out.
Bro, I remember one time I went to my manager. I was working at Best Buy. This nigga called me ungrateful when I was working. I was going to ODU. I was doing my own thing. He's going my schedule. He took me off the schedule. Didn't tell me. I come to work. He's like, oh, you weren't on the schedule, nigga. Yes, I was. I know my schedule. You scheduled me 3 days, bro. Just because I'm at school don't mean I don't know my schedule. So I come in there. He said, he said something. One of my homeboys on there, Brian Ayala. Shout out to Brian. I don't know if you listen to pod, but because he saved this nigga. Because he was like, yo, you're so fucking ungrateful. I was going to smack the shit out of this dude.
Not the shit.
No, the dog shit out of him.
No.
Because it's like, yo, they really think they own you. You can't be thinking you. I drive a BMW. I got a motorcycle. You think you own me, bro?
Yeah. Wait, so what did Brian say or do?
Brian just like, hey, bro, chill. He was just there. He was just in the way. Because I was like, hey, what the fuck you talking about? How you gonna call somebody ungrateful? And that's how they feel.
Because they view, because your history says you were a slave.
That's a blessing, yo.
You never going back?
I'm telling you.
I haven't had a job since
because your
2005.
history says you're a slave. So when they give you
a
certain amount of money or a job, they think that's supposed to be the whole world to you. Because your ancestors come from working for nothing.
I be want to tell people, bro, we gonna go on a little tangent. We might do one more of these things. I've worked every job. I've done fast food. I've done forklift driver. I've worked at FedEx. I've worked at fucking AJ Wright. I've done everything, bro. I've done everything.
Yeah.
And no matter where you go, somebody think they own you. Yeah. I've been at the warehouse where I'm driving a forklift. It's a summer job for me. You know, they got guaranteed salaries, but the dude at the Coors plant, no, not Coors. What's it called? Chest Bay. They do Bud Light. No, I don't know what they do. Coronas and shit is in there. Coronas in there.
I'm glad you got out of there, bro.
No. But I'm telling. I quit that job because I used to wear a Billionaire Boys Club hoodie into work, and the dude was like, "Yo, you wear that hoodie to work? You like saying fuck Chest Bay?" I'm like, "Well, you niggas didn't give me a jacket, and I don't clock in with this motherfucker on, so I'm gonna keep doing me. You keep doing you, and leave me alone." He said, "You come in here next time with the hoodie on, you fired." I was like, "Bro, you ain't gotta fire me." Pew.
I'm out.
But before that, I argued with the nigga that ran the shift because he came in. He said, "Hey, yo, get on a fucking forklift and da 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 da." One dude, he got to feed his kids. He hopped right up. Hopped up, got on the forklift. I was like, bro, you ain't talking to me like that. And this is back when I was a wild nigga. So, like, I had a Honda Accord on some Jody shit.
I'm done.
No, for real, because it was like tinted out, all that.
You had it sitting low, bro?
Yo, crazy, bro. I'm telling you. TV in there and everything. So I'm walking to the car. He walked with me. I said, bro, I promise you, if you walk with me to the car, it's not going to be good for you when we get to the car.
I'm smack the shit out you?
Yeah, no. It wasn't smacking. I wasn't smacking nobody.
You was going to the car.
He was trying to escort you out?
Bro, he was walking with me like, yo, you going to quit? I was like, you talk to them like that. I'm not that person. I know, like, bro, I did my job.
No, you know your worth.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, these niggas think they own you, bro. 6 figures, 500,000. The nigga in the NBA, they own you, bro.
It's
until you own yourself.
Establishing a ruling class mentality.
How we do that,
the people in this room have it. I ain't gonna keep saying the A word, but you had a ruling. You know your worth. A lot of people see themselves as their history. Did they tell us where it stops?
That's why you gotta know it.
That's
the
what
real
I'm saying.
history.
Like I said, man, shout out to Teresa.
Where it started.
Teresa always made sure I knew I was pro-black and where we came from. She didn't, you know what I'm saying, let me just think like this is whatever. And they don't teach you none of that shit in school.
Let me tell you something. When that DNA wake up, you got chronological points in your life where your DNA gonna wake up. You got certain places on this grid that you travel, your DNA gonna come to life. Yeah. That's a fact.
And you know what?
And to be honest with you, it should be everywhere because we are indigenous to all this shit.
Anybody been to Africa?
No,
I haven't been yet.
So
It's
bad.
crazy. I just do. I mean,
you been?
Remember in Lynn? I haven't been. You remember in Lynn Haven when they used to have the like the African store? Actually, it used to be right next to where Foot Action is at.
Yeah.
Before we extended that store. This dude, he's from forget what part of Africa he's from, but I always talk to him. He was like, "Bro, when you go and you take off your shoes and you put
let your feet
on
touch that soil, you gonna be home.
You feel
that's real.
Something that you
that's
just
real.
feel that shit. Like you can tell.
It just wake up in your
That's
blood.
real,
and one of
That's
my
a very
people's
real
that's
thing.
not from
You got
there. He
electrical
went,
charges
like,
up
I
here,
just
bro.
felt
That's
like I was
real.
home. As soon as I got there, he's like, son, I don't know what it is. I just felt connected in that spot.
Deep.
I mean, because you think how far we're removed from, like you said, like who we are. Like,
And if you ask certain people,
so
they'll think Africa's just Egypt. It's crazy.
Most
Like
people don't know Africa's in
all
Egypt,
of us
bro.
just attach
Egypt's in
ourselves.
Africa.
Just attach ourselves to Egypt. Like we don't
don't see-
preside over a whole continent.
You know that, but I don't even know if most niggas know that Egypt's in Africa.
I
no,
think,
you know what's
no, but I
crazy?
think,
When you go back,
They
and
don't
I
even
think,
think of
hold
it
on,
that
when
way.
you go back to
Because-
Hebrew, right?
I
And you
think
look in the history
because
book.
it's materialistically the
You ever
most
notice that they
appealing.
overlooked that when you in history when I don't probably mid high school when they talking history. Matter of fact, probably a little longer than that because in high school they probably lost you then. But you know when you used to go back and they talk about his story, not history. But you look and they show the Egyptians.
Yeah.
They were brown with the gold on them,
Bro.
Yep.
And now I remember, I'm like, yo, they were standing beside the pyramids, but they were brown. They never said that those are your people, though.
They never tell you those
They
are
got
black
the
people.
audacity to come out with the Gods of Egypt movie with white people.
Well, they always
That's
do
what I'm
that.
talking
The most
about.
disrespectful
If y'all
shit
want to get
ever.
into it, we had rulership in Europe. We had rulership everywhere, bro.
The land, the land was
That's
ours.
what I'm
It's like what
talking
she said.
about.
The land
That's
was
what we
ours.
do
We
now.
just
That
trusted
shit
somebody
is all
else.
crumbling down. The next 3 years, this whole shit gonna
And
be
that's
completely
what I'm
different.
saying.
Like,
Just keep your mind right so we can take over when the time comes.
Do y'all want to do Young Berg, Waka Flocka, or what you watching in music before we get out of here?
we talked about what you're watching a little bit, right?
Kinda.
Yeah, I would say yeah.
Sort of.
Go watch Hunters, man, because I think we're gonna do a real breakdown.
Yeah, I
all
wanna
that
see
shit on
that.
here.
I
That shit
definitely
is
wanna see
great.
that.
And watch Dave.
Well, what's
if
up
you
with
wanna
Berg though?
laugh.
What was what
Young
was the
Berg
topic
got
about
set.
Berg?
A girl set him up. Had some niggas come to
Yeah,
rob
young,
him.
his
Yeah.
name ain't Young Berg no more.
But
bro.
I
Hit-
think
well,
there's
Hitmaker.
more- Oh,
Hold up.
Hitmaker.
Yeah, and they put a hit out on your ass.
Yeah, they did.
Hold up, I don't know what he did yet, but can we? You got to get his dude. You know what?
Who,
Because
Waka
I wasn't a big
Flocka?
Young Berg
Oh,
fan.
Oh, we got one. Hold on, what?
You gotta get it. You gotta give him some props though.
Oh, I think
Because
you're talking about the
my
topic.
vision of Young Berg was always like low key, like okay, corny dude. He was what? Yo, my
No,
boy
his
is doing his
rebrand-
thing,
But
right?
he showed you
No.
he'll snap on hoes. He showed that.
His
You
rebrand
seen
is.
that.
No, he's talking about his
His-
rebrand.
No, I'm saying-
I wouldn't know.
His
No,
rebrand
I'm
is
just saying
great.
that him going from that guy to Hitmaker. Because
No,
I
he's
swear,
killing it.
I swear, every other
Nigga
joint I
just
hear on the
changed
radio,
his
I hear him
name.
go
I got a question,
Hitmaker.
though.
I'm like, yo, he did that too.
Because him being
Boy
Hitmaker,
working,
we
man.
like what he's doing, but he's really just giving us old shit we already loved.
Right.
Yeah.
And cycling it back through.
There's nothing new under the sun, bro.
Do you hate his samples? Yeah. I feel like everybody loves it. They might be lazy, but he killing it.
But you know
with
what? But you know, even with that though, you got an opinion because he's working. The boy working. Like you got to
Yeah.
give it to him. Like
You
how
can't
many
hate-
joints
you
come
can't
on and
hate
go in
the
and say
work.
Hitmaker?
It's definitely easy to critique some shit that's done, but
That's
yeah,
out
bro,
there.
Wait, but okay, so what's the story?
Yeah.
Okay,
What
he do.
was his?
So he was chilling with a young lady, a little tenderoni. Something he slid over to the crib.
Don't use Roni
Nah,
and Tinder.
she a
right?
bitch,
With the
bro.
Roni out there, Tinder.
No, we can't give it. We can't give it a
Tenderona.
tenderoni. We
Think
gotta
about
give her a bitch. He was
Rona.
chilling. He was chilling with a bitch.
All right, Chris said it.
She a
was
whole
chilling with a
bitch.
bitch.
Wow. Damn,
She
okay.
No, she a
basically-
bitch.
She basically dropped a pin like, "This is where I'm at," for some niggas to come through. And she set him up to get robbed, and she tried to get him out to the hot tub in the pool. The whole story came out because I guess he pistol whipped her. But he
Prior?
No,
him so bad.
he pistol whipped her during like the robbery attempt.
Yeah.
So he figured, oh shit, I got the burner. I'm about to get robbed. So he pistol whipped her because she's in on it,
Yeah.
Right.
And she
And
was
then-
attacking him.
and she was attacking him.
Uh-huh.
But basically, the internet basically was like, oh, he's had other issues with women.
They
So
was trying to drag him.
they tried to drag him like, oh, he just pistol whipped his girlfriend, and it was just some Joan he was chilling with who. In California, it's crazy right now because they are
glad
definitely
the whole
setting up
story
in the
came
home
out.
invasions. It's crazy out there.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Watch yourselves out here with these.
And that's just the one that they
females, bruh.
talking about.
That's an
Yeah,
old
yeah.
play. That ain't no new play.
That's a very
It's definitely an
old
old play.
That's been going on because y'all niggas is.
Oh yeah,
is
before the
pussy
internet, they
thirsty,
call you
bruh.
to the projects. You used to have to circle the block twice. If a girl tell you to come through where you live at,
That's
you say you're in Marcy. You got to go around the building 1 or 2 times, and then before you just go up in the building. So that's like you said, that's everywhere. But now with the internet, you know what I mean? Everything. Come on,
Bro,
son,
when
like
I was
so-
living in Atlanta and I was on Tinder and I was just meeting Jones, I'd be like, I would FaceTime them first to make sure they was a woman. If they didn't,
what was your display pic, bro?
I don't remember.
You
You don't hit him with no heat on the. You hit him with some chill shit on the first
Yeah.
one.
Not
You gotta
that
let him
heat.
swipe to see the heat
Yeah.
on the second.
Okay, okay,
Oh.
pimp shit.
But
Babe, ain't no
nah,
fact.
I wouldn't
Shut
even
up.
like.
Ain't no fact. Shut up.
I wouldn't even
in
hit
trouble.
girls up.
Be
It's
quiet.
like you
Shut
hear
your
that so
ass
much
up.
in Atlanta
That's
too.
right.
Like a girl would be like, "Hey, y'all not come through," and it's a setup.
Oh, this too much. Y'all out here going through all this for some bun. I don't know.
For some
It's too
bun.
much.
That's why I
This too much.
subscribe to
No link.
the
This
I
too
am not
much.
I am not that special shit. So you gotta question everything. When a chick come on too strong, you gotta be like,
And then why pull up to
I
her to
am
go smash?
I
with-
am kind
with
of that
all your
nigga,
shit on?
but
Like,
this ain't this a little
Well,
too. It's a
so
whole layup.
Young
I don't
Bird's
know.
kind of a flashy, brash ass nigga though.
Hell yeah.
Especially after like you said, he was like, I'm Young Berg, and now he hit making. He moving out here, so he's
so
like,
I'm going. See, I don't think you got to go visit
yeah.
the chick to smash with everything you got. Like, what
Wait,
you
so
going
did
to
he
do?
get
Some
robbed?
niggas
Nah,
didn't.
and why you
No,
taking?
get robbed?
I don't think did he get robbed?
Yeah, they came to his house. The bitch.
That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
so the
Why
bitch
you going
was
back to
already
your crib?
to him. So the bitch hit him up late night. Hey,
Oh, she
can I
came to
come
him
through?
and
She
brought him to
came
his crib?
through,
Yeah,
right?
she
She
got
was
that.
like, "Oh, let's get in a hot tub." Da da da. Right? He was like, "Nah, I ain't feeling it." Right? Then a couple minutes later, these niggas come to his back where the pool is at, where he was supposed to be in the hot tub, and he wasn't there in the alarm system, and she started attacking him, and he pistol whipped the bitch, and the nigga still trying to get in the house and shit like that, and it went crazy.
Wow.
And Lydia, wanted
a
a girl that he's been dealing with. This
had-
one's
yeah,
like
he
no.
had-
and he had known her for
That's
some
what I'm
time.
saying. He been
had known
dealing with
for
her
some time
too. That's
still.
the crazy thing
Yeah,
about
but
it.
any girl that's smart knows the play is not today. It's let me get you in.
But that's the
Let me get
spooky
you in a
thing
couple
about it
weeks.
because it's kind of like it won't even like on no one night stand stuff. It's like this is a chick that he kind of had spent time with, and she still
always
got him
think
lined
about
I
up.
remember when I first learned.
So
this
what was she
lesson in
expecting?
life.
That the niggas that's gonna rob him gonna take care
No,
of
I
you?
didn't get robbed.
Say it again.
So what was she expecting? That the dudes that she
And they had
bringing over
mad
here to rob him.
guns.
So what was they gonna? They was gonna kill that.
They was
man,
probably
yo.
gonna
They
kill
probably
him.
was gonna
Yes.
kill him.
He said when he put it out, he was like, they made an attempt on his life. Like, they was gonna kill him.
Yeah, because once you say no, I'm not doing it. Now you putting the dudes in a position like, oh, I know, I gotta have it.
I don't understand.
Once you come to somebody with a gun, everything is a go. So
I don't
Right,
get
really.
the thought process though. Like, why don't we think
What are you doing?
we gonna go to prison? Like, you robbing a dude for maybe, let's say he got 5 bands on him.
No.
Why don't you?
He got jury.
if he got jury,
Yeah,
they,
okay,
they
he's
was
a
going.
rapper.
They
It
It don't
probably
matter
have
the money,
300
but
bands on his neck.
There's an in between from non-violent to killing. Why don't we just? What happened to just stealing on somebody and give me your
That's
change?
old
That doesn't
school.
work
Why
anymore, Chris.
But
Yo, I hear rappers now
Nah,
say,
you
we-
still up on the
we
nigga
ain't
right now.
fighting
He gonna see you
liable
next week with the gun.
The charge of the jewelry don't offset the charge you gonna catch for killing somebody. I don't understand why we don't even.
Did she get charged,
That
Lydia?
thought process don't even come in.
I don't know yet. It's still happening. Like, this shit is very current.
Like with what's his name? Pop Smoke. I don't understand the thought process, bro. It's like it's segmented as fuck. Like,
Has anybody been charged with anything in that
it
case?
usually.
but
not.
it was
yeah.
it,
And they didn't even say that was a robbery.
It's usually not. When I see stuff like that happen to artists, it always goes unsolved. So and then they tell us, "Oh, you got conspiracies." No, it's not a conspiracy, my nigga. Stuff is going on and you have no answers for it. But I
Right.
know you can figure out who did this.
exactly. I'm getting tired of the word conspiracy.
Yeah, they only say that to people when they don't want to explain the facts and somebody's questioning their authority.
Bruh,
then it's a
there's
conspiracy theory.
patterns. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. There's patterns in a lot of shit, and I feel like that's what I follow. Follow patterns. Patterns will tell you everything. It's not a conspiracy, bro. This is proven stuff that happens all the time.
Facts.
Like,
When I said what I said, Case, when I was a young bull, and I said young bull because I was in Philly
Young
when
bull.
I first. I was with my cousins in
Young
Philly,
bull.
and they homeboy had just got killed, and he was with a girl.
he was with a joint.
And some nigga got in the back of the car and shot him in the back of the head, and they was all like boo-hooing and crying and upset, and I was like, damn, these bitches is shady.
Yep.
And I ain't even know. And I ain't got
Again.
no money. At this time, I'm broke. I don't got no money now. I'm young.
Keep
I'm young.
circling back.
Then I was like, oh, you gotta watch them too. Cause she'll be with you, tell a nigga like, oh, we going here, have a nigga slide in your back seat and he'll blow your brains out.
If I
And he was
think
just a
I'm
drug dealer,
worthless,
just a
I think
regular-
you are too.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
Like I said, it goes back to everything we keep
got you.
saying. When you don't know your worth, if I don't think I know my worth as a black man, what the fuck I think you worth? Not a damn thing.
Valid.
This has been a great pod, guys. We are podding.
Real good.
We leveling up. Best pod in the
Yeah.
757.
Shout out to this nigga Lamont. I like him on the pod. He good.
Appreciate that. Man.
Thanks for coming
I'm
through,
with
man.
He
you.
bringing
go.
the bars. He
What
bringing
was
the
But
that?
still, he the opposite, man. We need more ignorant. We need more ignorant moms
no
on the pod.
ignorant niggas on the pod.
Flavor pajamas.
He too smart. We need some people to come over here and say some
Chris
some,
think we
some
know more
viral
ignorant.
shit.
What was the Mario Brothers reference you made? What was the joint?
Oh, I said your girl
girl
should
has-
be your Mario mushroom.
Oh,
okay.
That
Facts.
she need to power you up.
Facts.
Oh, she make me bigger?
I gotta keep that. one.
Pause.
She ought
Yes.
to.
Don't listen to
Yes.
this nigga, Chris.
When I see it, she make me bigger. That jump and then
Exactly.
it
You're
jump
supposed to
up.
get it up.
Hey, man, this was a really good episode.
Get it up.
Wow.
Make my dick twitch.
Oh my
Season
God,
2,
what?
episode 5, episode 39.
39.
Still looking for
Ugh,
guests and
pause
sponsors.
again.
My last name already.
Shout out to
Cooper.
G-Man.
Don't play me.
It is?
Monopoly
Are you
Concert
Bowser?
Series. Everybody on YouTube, Spotify, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell. Contest. We close to giving away that first $100.
Yeah.
Chris about to set up a Patreon for us for all our.
Oh, it's already set up.
reels.
Just
Oh.
another podcast. Look us up.
Ooh.
I don't think I've said I haven't
Hold
set
up,
up
hold
the
up.
monthly fee yet.
Chris,
Yeah, so
I'm about
what
to say
you
Chris
talking
set it up and got it going in his account. We gonna fight.
Hey.
Chris is
Hey.
I didn't even think
He
about that.
finessing.
Hell
That
nah.
nigga
He
said I set up the
finessing. I ain't
Patreon.
doing that.
I set up the Patreon.
Hey, bro, gotta get it how you live.
To the direct deposit right
Hey.
there in his account.
Gotta get it how you live.
Yeah,
At flavors underscore at flavors
Mm-hmm.
underscore at flavors on Instagram. We gonna put it in the bio. You got a website?
FLVAS.
Facts.
Flavors.
We gonna get all his information. It's gonna be in the bio on the audio and the video.
Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter.
My cousin runs the Twitter, so y'all can talk that shit on there.
I'm done.
Damn, bro. Yeah.
Bird Gang.
We didn't get none of the questions. We
No,
was
we missed it. It was
we
a good
gon-
pod
we gon-
though.
We gonna have a pod where we just ask random questions.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna stack them
Bird
up.
Game. No. What?
Great shit, man.
Respect y'all.
I lost a
Man.
Thanks
rapper.
for coming through.
No
Thanks
doubt,
for the
yeah.
hoodies. I got to
Thank
get with you to figure out where I can get the
We get
pod
some
hoodies off.
pajamas.
Oh
like
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
man.
fact. I'm
Yeah, please.
I'm gonna have to. You know what?
Please.
Let's
Please. I'll be your first order. Let me get some of
let's
these
talk.
pajamas.
We might have to
put
do
this
a
on.
venture.
Like,
together, you
oh,
know what I'm saying?
And that's how we do black business.
And that's how we do black business.
Hey, if you can get that on the hoodies,
Bro,
Yeah, that's what we talking about.
saying. Like,
Here's
with
the
this?
thing.
Talking about.
With
That's a done
this?
deal. That's a done deal then. Man.
With this?
done that.
That's a done deal.
Hey,
yo.
I be liking I like stuff on the ribs.
Goodbye.
That's a done deal.
I
Y'all get
do.
it.
The
You get it how you
ribs
want
and
it.
the
It's a
wrists
done deal.
be
We'll do it.
harder.
Yeah. We're going to talk
And
about
I
the
like
hoodies.
shit on the
Hoodies
hood.
coming soon.
He
Tees
loves
coming
shit on the
soon.
hood.
Something in the water contest is a dub. Fuck them niggas for canceling that shit.
No,
Oh, man.
But I'm giving away that 100 soon, man.
How y'all
Like,
feel?
subscribe, hit the
How y'all
bell.
feel?
There's something in the air,
I
man.
don't care.
Look, he told me to wrap it up 3 minutes ago.
But how y'all feel
y'all
about
You
feel?
weren't here. We talked about
No
it. We
one
feel like
cares.
shit.
Oh, all right,
Yeah,
bye.
we
We
care.
out.
I don't care.
All right, we
Sorry.
out.
We care. We wanted to
They care.
go. I was excited.
Damn,
care.
Gunna was coming. Damn.
Gunna was coming.
They're gonna go in for next year though. I mean,
They're
like,
gonna
they
go
gotta
in if we get out the house. Hey man,
we
make
getting
sure
out
y'all
the
wash your hands, blow your noses, and all that shit.
This
We about to
nigga
be
being
out.
Crazy.
All right, we out. This shit.
Peace. I would like 3 chicken wing with the fried rice. I would like 3 chicken wing with the fried rice. I would like 3 chicken wing with the fried rice. Used to eat Chinese on the late nights. Had to land with a hater who would throw shade wife. Box like an ocean. I ain't think twice. Turned into Larry Bird.